Alright, mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go here. Alright, we're live, we're live. Alright, let me decrease this volume. Okay, so, wait, actually, let me just check if my volume is good. Give me a sec. Alright, perfect. Maybe I gotta increase my gameplay music a bit. Okay, go here. Okay, perfect. Now let me decrease this. Alright, so what are we going to be doing today? Today I'm going to be going through multiple inheritance, or is it called multi-level inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing. Yeah, I gotta get what I gotta be done with them quick. And I did create a game using Pygames, although I hardly take credit for this game because I watched like a YouTube tutorial, and ignore if I can't talk properly, I'm not warmed up yet. Okay, but that aside, I'll show you guys, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'll show you guys what game I made after a bit, but before that, let me just say, Sensei, I'm live. Okay, let me just open my lab in my second monitor. Alright, perfect. Okay, Vivek, you beautiful beast, welcome to the grind. Listen up, chat. If you think this is just another boring stream, think again. We're about to turn Python into your weapon of mass creation. This is where beginners get broken and champions are forged. Now strap in because we're diving into multiple inheritance. Okay, so it's multiple inheritance. There are going to be 3 different topics that we're going to be going through because I don't have enough days left for my 100-day series. Okay, what the hell is multiple inheritance? It's when a class inherits from more than one parent. Imagine you're mixing superpowers. You want your class to have mom's telepathy and dad's super strength. Instead of choosing one, you take both. In Python, you do this by listing multiple parent classes in your class definition. Okay, so we defined a class called mom and added a method called telepathy, and we print reading minds. We created another class for dads, okay, and created a method called strength and printed lifting heavy stuff. And class, okay, you, so we created another class called you and added our mom and dad as the parameters. Here you can use both telepathy and strength, but wait, there's a twist. The method resolution order, MRO. When you call a method that's in more than one parent, Python needs to decide which one to use. It follows the MRO, which is basically a set order. Python checks the parents from left to right and up the hereditary. Is that how we pronounce it? Okay, we'll explore that in examples. in a sec. Okay. Now here's a broken code for you to fix. Let's see if you've got the balls to handle it. And guys, oh my gosh, I can't read. Like, I didn't stream yesterday because my mic was acting a bit cranky. Yeah, I became way too rusty in just a single day. How old are you? I'm 17 years old. Alright, let's see. Now, here's a broken code for you to fix. Okay, so we have a class called father and a method under our father's class called skills. Okay, and we print fishing. For mother, we have a definition called skills, cooking. For child, we have a skill for child as well, super.skills. Okay, kid.skill. What's wrong with this code? Fix it so that child.skills prints both fishing and cooking in that order. Send me your fix. Okay, let me copy this with Sensei here and paste the code here. And guys, this game is honestly pretty fun that I made, and I'll show you guys this game in a bit, but first let me just work on a few broken code questions and learn a little about multiple level inheritance, duck typing, and polymorphism. Okay, so okay, I'm assuming that I'll have to print all 3, like the kid skills, the mother skills, and the father skills. What happens if I run the command regularly? It just prints the father skill. Okay, I'll probably have to go with father equals to, there we go, and mother equals to super dot skill. Okay, move that at this here. Okay, now if I run the command, it's gonna say fishing. I've got to use mother's skills as well. Mother and mother, let's see. So kid equals to child, my child class, kid dot skills. Oh wait, what if I go with, but one skill should print both these skills. Am I like missing something? Was there like a dunder in it, or like super dunder in it or something like that? So super skills. Oh wait, should I go here and specify that this is my father? Okay, that doesn't work. Huh, if I want the command, it just says fishing. I want it to say cooking as well. Define skills, self, super dot skills. Let me actually try kid dot skills. Okay, both prints fishing. Okay guys, I'm still getting warmed up, so let me actually just copy this, get sensei up here and paste this. Say sensei, can you explain me a bit more about multiple inheritance question mark? I'm still a beginner at this topic. There we go. Guys, ignore my typos. Okay, listen up Vivek, you're not even close to getting this right. Super does not call both parents one after another automatically. It calls the next method in the MRO chain, which means your code is just calling father.skill twice. Here's why your code sucks. Super.skills inside child.skills only calls the first parent method it finds. Okay, in this case father.skills, when you do it twice in a row, it calls the same method twice because you never told Python to call mother.skills separately. Assigning father equals to super.skills is pointless. Skills returns none and you're not even using father or mother anywhere. Now let me break down multiple inheritance for your novice brain. Okay, multiple inheritance means your class can inherit behavior from more than one parent class. Excuse me guys. If both parents have a method with the same name, Python uses the method resolution order MRO to decide which one to call first. Super is a magical function that moves along this MRO, not a way to call every parent method automatically. Okay. To call parent methods with the same name, you have to call them explicitly, either by using super carefully or by calling each parent class method directly. By calling each... okay. Oh, adding the self parameter? Oh, this makes sense. Okay, now fix your code this way to print both fishing and cooking. Child class father.skills self, mother.skills self. Okay, try to understand this Vivek. Your brain can do this if you stop running from the truth. Now, fix it and send me your corrected code. Okay, let me get sensei up there. Okay, actually, that was kind of stupid of me. I should have like known that, so I can go with father.skills my self parameter. Okay, and mother.skills self. Okay, perfect. Now if I run the command, it's going to say fishing and cooking. Okay, I see. Alright, let me copy that, bring sensei here, paste it, there we go. Okay, let me just check if I'm audible. Okay, perfect. That's more like it, Vivek. You just gave me both fishing and cooking in perfect order. This is how multiple inheritance works. When methods have the same name, you call each parent explicitly to get all their powers. But here's a thought to burn into your brain. What if the parent themselves use super? That's where the real magic of multiple inheritance and MRO shines. What if parents themselves use super? Okay, allowing methods to chain automatically without naming parents directly every time. Okay, for now you're holding the bat straight. Keep this in mind. We'll explore the full power of super with MRO next. Now tell me, ready to face twisty MRO example, or want me to explain polymorphism next? Let's see. Have make any projects yet? Honestly, yeah, I did. Like if I were to go to PyCharm, I did make this game, but I got a lot of help like from YouTube tutorials plus ChatGPT Sensei. But yeah, this game is honestly pretty fun. Let me actually run this game. So I use Pygames to make this game, although I'm not that good at it. It's like I just gotta dodge these things. Like if I like hit them or like I collide with them, then I lose, and they get progressively faster. Oh wait, did I lose? Okay, it's a little buggy, but it felt really good making this game. But I don't take any credit for this game because even though it wasn't as complicating, I did need a lot of help to make these. And I realized one thing: I didn't even need to use classes or anything to like actually make that game. I thought I'll need to use classes and everything, but I guess no. I just need more practice. Okay, let me come here. Say ready for the next question, Sensei. It is from scratch. Yeah, honestly, it's from scratch. Although I won't say like I made it from scratch. I was like following a YouTube tutorial just to like see how Pygames work, because it's currently day 67, and by the end of day 100 I'll have to make a game on my own, and I'll try not ask you ChatGPT for help. So I gotta like memorize a lot of things, or maybe understand like a lot of things. Okay, so that's the spirit. Time no time to waste, Vivek. Here's your next multiple inheritance question. This one will test your understanding of MRO. Class A define do self print A. Class B inherits my class A. Define do self print B. Okay. Super.do. Okay. Class C inherits my class A as well. Do da da da. Okay, but class D inherits my class B and class C. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Okay, object D, object do. Question: what exactly will this print when you run object.do? Explain why this happens in terms of method resolution order, MRO. Don't just guess, think it through. Give me the output and explanation. Write or just copy paste? Write or you just copy paste? Honestly, I didn't copy paste this thing. I wouldn't say I didn't copy. I did copy a little, but I didn't like completely copy paste the code because that would be like pointless. I like actually like wrote the codes, and I had a few questions. I wrote those as well, and I added these comment lines, the same comment lines that Sensei added and the YouTube tutorials added. Although I still do need more practice with these kind of topics. I might just go after I'm done with my pretty sure it's my inheritance, multi-inheritance, duck typing, polymorphism, and let me actually go to my Discord and check how many topics are remaining. After all those, I might just start working with Pygames. Like I might just stream mastering Pygames. So here, okay, I just got to learn about magic methods and add property. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I need now, because I'm done with actually static methods, magic methods, and add property. After those, I'm going to be streaming on using Pygames and working with Pygames. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so let me copy this for now. Although I did realize Pygame is honestly pretty easy to use. I thought it would be much more complicating. I just gotta like memorize a few things. That is, when I start the game, let me just zoom in a bit. I need to use the pygames.init that like starts the game, and the pygame.quit is the opposite of pygame.init. This thing like ends the game, and then I can change the colors of my games as well with the fill. Instead of like adding these color numbers, I could change this to something like green, and if I run the command, it's still going to have like a green background. And if I like change this to red and I run the command, it's gonna have a red. Wait, did I like fill the wrong stuff? No, wait, let me go with green. I'm pretty sure, because when I changed this last time, I had like a color name written. That I'm pretty sure that changed the backgrounds. Did I like mess up something? How do you remember these? A lot of syntaxes always get out of my head. Which library, you know? Honestly, I think that I'm pretty good at memorizing. Memorizing is honestly the only thing I'm good at. Although, what library do I use? Which library, you know? Library. Honestly, I don't think I worked with libraries. I just copied what the YouTubers says, like which tutorial they said. They said, from Pygames I gotta import local, and I'm assuming local is a library, and asterisk is basically everything. So from pygames.local import everything. And then I added just size, width, roads, lanes. Yeah, I mean, it was, I still don't know how to make that on my own, like from scratch, but I will do more practice with those questions. But before that, let me copy this and check where I messed up. I mean, what's wrong with this broken code? If I run the code, it prints DBCA. Okay. So object.do. Class A, do self, okay, print A. So we have a method called do. We print A for class B, which inherits class A. Okay, this thing should most likely be my A.do self. Okay, and this should be, since this inherits my class A as well, this should be A.do self as well. And this inherits my class B and class C, so this should be B.do self and C.do self. Okay, now if I run the command, it should print DBACA. So DBACA. How much Python we need to learn before getting into a library like pandas? Honestly, I didn't use pandas yet or like the libraries because I'm a beginner as well, but I'm pretty sure that you should know the basics and all that, like print statements, variables, typecasting, user input, while loops, for loops, true loops, while loops, for loops, nested loops, and let's see what was next, like conditional expressions, maybe a little object-oriented programming. Like fact check me on those, I'm not sure because I honestly didn't use pandas as well, but I'm pretty sure before like using any kind of library, we need to know some kind of basics and some object-oriented programming as well. So yeah, like in my Discord server, I have let me go here. I had like a list of everything I had to learn, so I started off with the I started by learning print statements, and then went all the way down to right now. Let's say I'm learning multiple inheritance, but I'm done learning about the super as well. By the end of this video, I'm going to be done learning about polymorphism. I mean, by the end of this live, I'm going to be done with polymorphism, duck typing. I'm done with class methods. I need to learn static methods, and you get the gist of it. So yeah, basically all these are like the basics, but I'm pretty sure you don't need to learn like all these first. You could like fact check me, but everything until let's say until classes or until multiple inheritance, I think that's important, because everything before that, it's pretty basic stuff that we need to know. Although I sounded way too vague. Okay, we'll get some water. Okay, let me copy this. It's sensei like here. paste it. Are you the moderator in that server? Honestly, I'm the owner of that server. I created the server. The link of my Discord server. A shameless plug is in the pinned comments and in the description. Okay, let's read this. What the hell is that, Vivek? This isn't even close to the original question. Asked you to tell me what the output of the original code is and why, not rewrite it like a noob trying to cheat the system. Listen carefully. The original code uses super to walk the MRO chain. Your version just manually calls parent method, which completely bypasses the MRO mechanism and defeats the whole purpose of understanding multiple inheritance properly. Now forget your broken rewrite. Focus on this. Original code object D. So we created an object. Okay, object.do. What happens when you call object.do? Here's a step-by-step you should have reasoned through. Okay, d.do runs sprint d, then calls super do. Okay, super in d refers to the next class in d's MRO, which is b. b.do runs print b, then calls super.do. Super in b refers to the next class after b in MRO, which is c. c.do runs print c, then calls super.do. Super in c refers to the next class c in MRO, which is a. Okay, runs print a, so it's dbca. Okay, MRO of d, so dbca object. Okay, that didn't make any sense. Python uses this order to decide which method to call next when you call super. Now, I want you to run the original code, observe the output, and repeat this explanation in your own words. Write it down like a boss. Stop rewriting code to avoid thinking and start mastering this. Okay, actually, I think I get it. Okay, let me copy this code again. Get Sensei up here. Paste the code. Alright, let's see. So let's super do it. If I run the command, it's going to be dbac. I would have to change this to b.do self. Okay, and c.do self. Okay, now if I run the command, dbcaca. Okay, let me copy that. Do you play Red Dead Dimension? Honestly, I hardly have time to play any games these days, but I do enjoy playing games. So I might have to try different games in the future. You're gonna say, Sensei, I can't fix the code because I don't know what the code is meant to do ... And I feel like I understand multiple inheritance ... So can we move on to polymorphism ? Oh my gosh, guys, I have like a bajillion typos. Okay, ignore my typos. I can't talk while typing. Okay, let me go here. Alright, let's see. Vivek, I'm not here to carry your lazy ass, but since you say you feel to get multiple inheritance, I'll give you a break for now. Polymorphism it is. Honestly, the reason I'm skipping multiple inheritance is because yesterday my mic wasn't working, so I couldn't go live, but I did learn about multiple inheritance. That's the reason I'm gonna skip through it, because I have a brief idea on what to do. Although polymorphism is like a new topic. Okay, here's the deal with polymorphism. It's just a fancy word for many forms in Python. It means different classes can have methods with the same name, and you can call those methods on objects without worrying about their exact type. Example, different animals make different sounds, but you just call .sound on any animal and it does the right thing. a quick polymorphism example. So we have a class dog, we define a method print woof. We have a class cat and we define a method called meow. And then we defined another, we define a general method called make sound animal, animal.sound. We don't care if it's dog or cat, just call sound. Okay, so we create an object and invoked our dog class. Cat invoked our cat class. Make sound dog woof, make sound cat meow. Okay, your first broken polymorphism code fix. Okay, fix it. We have a class called bird and then we defined a fly method. We print flying. We defined another class called airplane. And then we created a class called airplane and then defined a fly method inside of our airplane class as well that prints zoom. And then we defined a general function. Okay, let it fly with a parameter of thing.fly. Okay, and then we created two objects, bird equals to our bird class and plane equals to our airplane class. Let it fly, bird, plane. What's wrong here? Fix it so both bird and plane fly properly when passed. Okay, when passed to let it fly. Send me your fix. Alright, let me copy this, get sensei there. Which laptop do you have and what this speak? Wait, which laptop you have and what these speaks? What's your typing speed? Honestly, I'm not that fast at typing and I don't use laptop. I use like a mini PC. I'm pretty sure it's Gymtech. I don't know if I pronounced that correct. Yeah, I use like a mini PC and I don't have speakers. I have like two separate monitors. I don't know if that's related to speakers. Okay, let's see. I mean, honestly, I do have a speaker, but I don't use it. It's kept somewhere. Alright, let me paste that code here. Delete this. Paste it. Okay, usage one dynamic. Fly, thing fly. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me go with my bird class dot fly with a self parameter. Oh, actually not self parameter because it's not a method. So bird dot fly. Okay, so thing parameter. So thing dot bird dot fly. Does that make sense? Thing dot bird dot fly. Okay, maybe that does make sense. Okay, and then go with thing dot. Excuse me, guys. Thing dot airplane. Thing dot airplane dot fly. Okay, now we define two objects, bird and plane. Okay, so let's go with my bird dot fly and plane dot fly. If I were to run the command, it's going to print flying and zoom. There we go. Perfect. Let me copy this. Get sensor up here. And guys, honestly, I didn't do questions related to polymorphism or duck typing before. This is just because I have like a general idea, because I've been doing object-oriented programming for the past few lives, so it's honestly the same. Like everything is just the same. It's just different concepts, if that makes any sense. Okay, Vivek, what is this abomination? Okay guys, now forget everything I said. I just messed up. Okay, you just took a simple polymorphism task and turned it into a monstrosity. You're literally typing to call bird.thing.bird.fly, which makes no sense because thing doesn't have a .bird attribute, and you're completely ignoring the point of polymorphism. Okay, here's what you should be thinking. Polymorphism means you don't care what the object is, you just call the method and Python will automatically use the correct one for that object's class. Okay, in your broken code, the original mistake, thing.fly, missing parentheses, this only references the method, it never calls it. Okay, correct fix, I need a parentheses here, just call the method, Python handles the rest. Oh, We go here. Okay, real quick, do you go to the type speed and check, or can you wait? Actually, I can't even see the comments properly in my tablet. Let me just open it here real quick. Hey, let's see. Okay, real quick, can you go to type speed and check typing speed? Is type speed like a here? So type speed, is it like from here? Okay. Should I do something here? Okay, typetesting.com. Okay, 1 minute type test. Start test, I guess. Okay, when you order fries from Five Guys. Okay. Is it Five Guys? There you go. Okay, you will find the extra fries at the end. Is this the correct website? Am I doing it correctly? Oh. Fine, extra fries at the bottom of the bag. This is done so it looks like a good deal. However, the menu price already takes this intro. Oh my gosh, guys, I messed up. I didn't know this is how you do it. That was kind of embarrassing. Okay, I guess let's see my results. Hold up. Can't get a copyright. Okay, let me go here. Okay, give me a sec. Alright, that's kind of complicating. Alright, I'm just probably too dumb for that. Okay, let's see. Let me, I guess, go here. Although I do type pretty slow. Alright, so let's see. So this was my original code. Let me just Control V. Actually, go to my Sensei tab. Go to my old code. Copy that. Paste it here. Okay, so if I were to run this, it's not going to print anything. But if I add a pair of parentheses here, now it's going to print flying and zoom. Okay, that actually does make sense. Define thing.fly. So both the fly methods, it iterates over them. Okay, let it fly. The thing is going to be... Oh, I see. This actually does make sense now. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me copy this. Get Sensei up here, paste it, there we go. Okay, yes, that's polymorphism, Vivek. Now you're letting the objects speak for themselves. No hard coding, no babysitting them, just... Excuse me, guys. No hard coding, no babysitting them, just pure dynamic behavior. You see the power here? Let it fly doesn't give a damn if it's a bird plane or a flying toaster. As long as the object has a .fly method, it works. This is duck typing in action too. Okay, if it quacks like a duck and flies like a duck, we treat it like a duck. I heard of this saying, if it quacks like a duck and flies like a duck, we treat it like a duck. I never understood what it means. Okay, since you nailed that one, I'm going to turn the difficulty up for your next polymorphism challenge. This one mixes inheritance with polymorphism, so your chat can watch you sweat. Want me to unleash it now or after a very quick oh my gosh, guys, I can't speak. Want me to unleash it now or after a very quick duck typing explanation, so we roll straight into it? So let me just say, Sensei, can I get a few instructional based questions on Uh, polymorphism question mark? Guys, ignore my typos. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Alright Vivek, I'm gonna throw you some pure instructional based polymorphism questions. No hand holding, no half explanation, no half explained prompts. You're writing the code from scratch. Create two classes, guitar and piano. Both should have a play method. Write a function start underscore music with a parameter of instrument. Okay, it says write a function, not a method, that takes either guitar or piano objects and calls it play using polymorphism tested with instruments. Okay, I guess let's go with the first one first. So create two classes. Okay, let's go ahead and create two classes. So class 1 is called guitar. I'll add a placeholder of pass for now, and my second class is called piano. Okay, let me add a placeholder of pass as well. Okay, both should have a play method, so let me go ahead and define a play method. So play, there we go. Okay, write a function start music that takes guitar, either a guitar, wait, what? Write a function called start instrument that takes either a guitar or piano object and calls its play using polymorphism. Okay, I guess let's print something here. So what noises does guitar make? I don't know, let's go with tring. I don't know guys, it's random noise. I never heard a guitar. I never like actually tried playing a guitar, what sound it gives. Okay, so play. Okay, let me go with self. And what should I add for piano? Actually, let me just go with piano sound. Yeah, that would be much better than this. Guitar sound. Okay. Perfect. Okay, they both are separate functions. Okay, and then I write a function called start underscore music with a parameter of instrument. Alright, so let me define start underscore music with a parameter of instrument. Okay, there we go. Yo, how you doing, Dev Mindset? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, which ChatGPT prompt you using to learn Python? Honestly, I feel like it's not that special of a prompt. It's just, I just set ChatGPT to act as my sensei, gave a name, gave an age, gave a gender, and said whenever I do a mistake to yell at me if I don't do a mistake, and I did a code properly to give me some rewards, a couple of questions, and the concept means everything I need to learn for my 100-day series. I just added it there as I gotta cover all these lists. So yeah, I've just been following that, and I'm talking everything I'm saying is way too vague. I don't understand why. It's probably because I've never warmed up. Okay, let's see. So it says write a function called start underscore music with a parameter of instrument that takes either a guitar or piano object and calls its play. Okay, method using polymorphism. I see. Okay, so let me go with instrument dot play. Okay, now let me create a few objects called guitar1 equals to my guitar class. Okay, and piano1 equals to my piano class. Alright, so let me go with my instrument, not instrument actually, my start music guitar1 dot instrument. Actually, I should go with my instrument.play, right? Okay, let me just copy this, paste it, instrument.play, and go with guitar1. It doesn't make sense. What will you do after learning Python? Honestly, after learning Python, I'm probably going to be learning other languages. But even after these 100 series, I might still be working on Python because I feel like I didn't master Python yet. First, I'll be a little good with Python, a bit more fluent in understanding the Python syntax and everything. Then probably learn some CSS. I mean, not CSS, like some C++ and all that. Okay, so let's see. Let it fly, bird. So instrument, let's see. Flying, zoom. Oh, I'm not adding a pair of parentheses here. I'm pretty sure this should be correct. Instrument. I could go with my guitar one. We're going to get replaced by AIs. Honestly, I mean, AIs could take over like any junior level developers, maybe at best any intermediate class developers, but they won't be as good as like advanced developers or like professional developers, because there needs to be someone who like monitors over AI, if that made any sense. Okay, instrument. Hey bro, where did you keep the what? Where did you keep the olive oil? I need to cook something urgently, kinda, and you won't pause. What? Guys, that was a random comment. Okay, let's see. Okay, actually, I think that I'm doing everything right here for my piano one, and so define play. Piano plays self piano sound. Okay, instrument guitar one. I'm honestly messing up somewhere here. I don't have a typo right. I'm spelling my instrument correctly. CRU and T. Okay, it's correct. And then guitar one. This should have printed guitar sound. Okay, I have a play function with a self parameter, one dynamic usage. Unresolved reference instrument method, maybe static. I didn't learn about static methods yet. Okay, let me actually copy that. Get Sensei up here. Let's ask Sensei. Okay, Sensei. I feel like I'm doing everything correct. Oh, okay, I guess I hit enter instead of tab by mistake. Okay, Vivek, did you just try to call the class name like a function? What in the name of Pythonic sanity is instrument guitar one supposed to be? Okay, did you just try to call class name like a function? Okay, instrument is not a function you define. Yourself is called start_music. You just summoned a runtime error daemon into your live stream. Here's the fixed code. So we have a guitar class, a piano class, define start music instrument. Okay. Oh, I called my parameter out here instead of my function. Okay, wait, actually I thought that didn't make a difference. Two things to burn in your brains right now. You can't just call a variable unless it's actually a function or a callable object. The whole point here is that start_music doesn't care if the object is a guitar, piano, or even a potato. As long as it has a .play method, it works. If you're ready, I say we go straight into question 2 before you start naming functions after kitchen appliances. Okay, honestly, that was kind of dumb of me. I guess he didn't know where the olive oil is. I put it in a drawer, just wait for AGI. Yeah, honestly, the olive oil might be in the drawer. That was such a random message. I don't think AI can replace senior developers. It's trained on public data, and since not all data is perfect, it won't be able to replace them. Honestly, yeah, that's actually the perfect explanation. Okay, actually, I didn't understand where I messed up. Okay, so you can't call your parameter. You'll have to call your function. My function is start music, so Control V. There we go. This should print guitar sound. There we go, perfect. And let me go with start music with my piano one. If I run the command, it's going to print guitar sound, piano sound, perfect. Okay, honestly, polymorphism does seem to be easy. The hardest part for object-oriented programming was definitely about the class variables. I mean, that's just in my opinion. Okay, yes Vivek, that's it. Now you've got a pure polymorphism in action. One function, two different objects, zero type checking. If start underscore music can handle any object with a dot play method, you've got the duck typing speed planted already. Okay, if it plays like a guitar or piano, we treat it like one. Since you nailed question 1, we roll straight into question 2. Make a car class, make classes car and boat, okay? Each has a move method with a different message. Write a function start underscore journey with a parameter of vehicle that works for both. Without type checking, test with both classes. At Vivek, don't you accidentally call vehicle instead of start underscore journey vehicle this time. Okay, before 2020 we can't even think this kind of stuff will come in future, and now it's improving like industrial revolution. Honestly, yeah, that's, I don't know if I should be like hyped for it or something, because AIs are pretty cool. Like, I like the concept of AIs, but it still feels a little fictional. I mean, it's pretty fun. Okay, so let me create a class called car. Each has a move method with a different message. So let me define a move method. Okay, actually, yeah, a move method with a self parameter with a different message. Okay, let me print something called, excuse me guys, so car moves in front. Okay, write a function called start underscore journey, but before that let me go with another class for my boat. Okay, and define a move function and add a print statement. Print boat sails forward. Okay, I don't know if sails make sense here, because actually our boats do sail. Okay, and then I define a function called start journey with a parameter of vehicle. So start journey with a parameter of vehicle. Okay, and let me go with vehicle dot my move method. Okay, then let me go ahead and invoke, actually create two objects. One is going to be car1 equals to my car class, and my boat1 equals to my boat class. Alright, and then let me invoke my start journey function and add a parameter of car1, and invoke my start journey method again and add a parameter of boat1. Okay, perfect. If I were to run the command, it's gonna say car is moving, car moves in front, boat sails forward. Okay, perfect. Honestly, I feel like I get a good grasp on polymorphism. Probably I should just move to let me say sensei. I feel like I have a good grasp on what polymorphism means. ... I think we should move forward to duck typing. There we go. Okay, good. That's how it should be. You learn it, you master it, and you move on. Alright, duck typing time. Duck typing is basically polymorphism without the handcuffs. we don't care what the object is. We don't even care what it inherits from. If it has the method or attribute we need, we just call it and trust it won't explode. The name comes from saying, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, we treat it like a duck. Here's the simplest example. We have a class called duck. We define a quack method and we print quack. We define a class person and define a quack method and print I'm pretending to be a duck. Okay, I guess the person quacks as well, I don't know. Okay, and then we defined a function called make it quack with a parameter of thing. Thing.quack, no type checking, just trust it. No type checking, just trust it. Oh, I see. Okay, so we create an object called duck equals to our duck class and a person equals to our person class. Make it quack, duck, make it quack, person. Even though person is not a duck, we can treat it like one because it has the quack method. That's duck typing. Excuse me guys, even though person is not a duck, we can treat it like one because it has the quack method. I see, so wait, isn't that the same as polymorphism? Is there like a difference between them? Do you want me to start giving you broken duck typing code to fix so you get your hands right away? Let me just say, wait, sensei, ... Isn't this exactly what polymorphism was, question mark? Yeah guys, if I like just stop talking mid while typing because I can't like spell correctly while I'm like saying something verbally, so I take a few seconds of silence while I like pronounce the word or while I spell the word out or pronounce it. Okay, wait, sensei, isn't this what polymorphism was? They feel like the same exact thing, question mark. Okay, exactly, Vivek, that's the devious trick here. Polymorphism and duck typing looks almost identical in Python because Python is a dynamically typed language. The difference is more about physiosophy. Wait guys, I can't pronounce this. What's wrong? Can't spell it or something? Physiosophy and intent, then about the syntax. Is that how we pronounce it? Physiosophy? Guys, I'm real bad at pronouncing and spelling. Here's the name in plain language. Polymorphism, traditional object-oriented sense. We often think about it in terms of shared inheritance. Multiple classes that share a method name because they come from the same base class or follow an interface. Okay, it's about a plan design. All subclasses of animal will have speak method, okay? Duck typing, Pythonic philosophy. We don't care about inheritance or type. Oh, think about it. Oh, okay, I see. We don't even check is instance. If it has .speak, we call it. If it doesn't, we let Python blow up its I don't care what you are, just do things. Oh, I see. Polymorphism mindset. Class animal defines speak self. Class dog animal defines speak woof. Class cat, child class cat with the parameter of my animal class. Oh, the dog parameter, the dog class also had a parameter of my animal class. Okay, speak self, print meow. Define talk animal. Okay, animal.speak. Your dog and cat are both animals. We planned this. Okay. I see. Okay, duck typing mindset. Class robot define speak self. Beep pop. Class person speak self. Print hello. Define class speaker. Speaker.speak. No one cares about type. Talk robot, talk person. Okay, no common parent class, no shared inheritance, just a trust fall with Python. So same mechanics, but polymorphism is more formal contract while duck typing is Wild West. Trust me bro. Okay, I see the difference. Do you want me to test it? Do you want me to test you with a tricky broken code challenge where you have to fix duck typing gone wrong? In the end, both AGI and AI will be made by humans, but the difference lies in the humans. Honestly, yeah, that's so accurate. Okay, let me say. Alright, Sensei. Okay, maybe just close this up. Da-da-da. Okay, perfect. Good, let's see if you can handle the chaos. Here's your broken duck typing challenge. We have a class dog, define bark, self. We have print wolf. Okay, so class dog, da-da-da. This is a duck typing challenge. Class car, define honk, print beep. Okay, so our car class has a honk method and it prints beep. Define make sound with a parameter of thing. We define a function thing.sound. This is wrong. Excuse me, guys. Okay. The reason it could be wrong is because there is a bark here and there is a honk here. Okay, dog equals dog. Da, 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 da. Rules: you must fix the function so it works for both the dog and the car. No using if type, da, 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 or is instance. Follow the duck typing philosophy. If it quacks or barks or honks, it works. Show me the fixed code, and if you fail, I will yell so hard your neighbors will think you're being trained by a drill sergeant. Alright, let me actually copy this. Get this here, paste it. Oh, maybe lubricate my lips. My lips are way too dehydrated, guys. Honestly, is that how you say it? My lips are very dehydrated. I should have said my lips are pretty dry. Alright, so we're supposed to be using duck typing here, right? So we have a class called dog, a bark. Okay, let me, instead of going with bark, go with a speak method. Speak. Okay, so the dog speaks woof, the car speaks beep. Make sound thing.sound. Car 1, car 2 with the parameter of dog. This is wrong. Sound. Wait, hold up. Honk beep. Why does this say sound? The sound doesn't make sense, guys. Alright, hold up, let me go with Control Shift Z, speak. Thing.speak. Okay, perfect. There we go. If I want the command, it's gonna say woof and beep. Okay, perfect. Let me copy this, and this is considered to be duck typing because it does not have a. Let's see. There's no inheritance involved in this. It's just if it quacks like a duck, it does quack like a dog, or should I say speaks like a dog, and speaks like a car. If it quacks like a dog, we treat it as a dog. Okay, so if it speaks, then we treat it like a duck. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let me copy that. Paste it. There we go. Yes, that's it, Vivek. You replace the mismatched method name bark and honk with a shared action name speak, so duck typing can work cleanly. This is pure duck typing, no inheritance, no type checks, just if it has speak, call it. If you had kept bark and honk, you'd have needed messy conditionals. And that's not duck typing, that's you babysitting your code. Now, we've passed the first trial, but next I'll make you deal with an object that pretends it can speak but can't. Okay, and you'll need to make it work without breaking the duck typing spirit. Do you want me to drop that evil challenge right now? Let me say, yes, sensei, ... Maybe drink some water as well. Alright, good, brace yourselves. This one will humble you if you get cocky. Here's the deceptive duck typing trap. We have a class called dog, define speak, print woof. So the dog speaks woof. We have a class called cat, and the cat speaks beep. My bad, guys, it's not a cat, it's a car. Alright, and then we have a class called Rock. This Rock cannot speak, but it's going to sneak in. Then we defined a function called make underscore sound with a parameter of thing. Thing dot our speak function, thing dot our speak method. Okay. We have a dog1 equals to dog, a car1 equals to our car class, and our rock1 equals to our rock class. This will explode because it doesn't have anything. Okay, rules. Fixes so the program does not crash when the rock tries to speak. Still no type checking like instance or type. Keep the duck typing spirit alive. Trust the object, but verify can actually... Excuse me guys, but verify can actually do the thing. Show me your broken code, and if you fail, I'll make you write ducks. Ducks don't need permission to quack 30 times. Okay, let me copy this. I think I already know the mistake. I'm way late, lol. I appreciate you joining the stream, C-Show, and don't worry, you're not late. I just started streaming like an hour ago. That's yeah, it's not been that long. Alright, so we have a class called Rock. Let me delete this and define. Give my dog a speak method too. There we go. Okay, let's see. The dog speaks, actually the rock speaks, quirk. I don't know the kind of noises rocks make. Okay, if I were to run the command right now, okay, it's gonna say the dog speaks woof, the car speaks beep, and the rock speaks quirk. Okay, honestly, I feel like I'm pretty good with duck typing as well. These topics weren't that hard. I actually didn't learn anything about these topics before. Let me say, sensei, multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing. Honestly, feels pretty easy now. ... Can we do a few mini projects ? And guys, ignore my typos. Oh my gosh. Okay, mini projects. Okay, easy, huh? You're just warming up, but I'm proud you're not throwing in a towel. You're not throwing in the towel. Your code. You cheated the rock silence by giving it a speak method that makes it talk. You're not solving the real problem, you're hiding it. The real duck typing challenge is to deal with objects that don't have a method without throwing errors. But fine, you're ready. Hold up. Hold on, sensei. ... You said that the real duck typing. Control C, you said this. Does it mean that my code was incorrect? How do I fix it or work with silent methods? Guys, ignore my typos. Oh my gosh. Silent, is it methods or yeah, silent methods? Okay, you're hitting the heart of the matter now, Vivek. Yes, your code works, but it's a cheat code. It assumes every object has that method. In the real world, you'll get random weirdos like that silent rock who won't quack, and your program will crash like a clumsy dragon. To handle that without throwing errors and without type checking, you use a try except block. Oh, okay, so I didn't know I should have used the try except block around the method to call the method not found error. Okay, now this keeps the duck typing spirit alive. You trust the object and call.speak right away. If it fails, you catch the failure gracefully without babysitting. If checks, try writing this fix in your code and send it back. Remember, duck typing is about trust. not ignoring reality. You cannot force every rock to quack, but you can handle it when it doesn't. Okay. Alright, I guess we don't make our rock quack, guys. We pass and we try something. So, actually I'll try it here. First, let me check what error I get. Okay, I get an attribute error. Let me copy it. Okay, let me try. I will try this. And I will accept, let me accept an attribute error. And I will print rock or this method doesn't quack. Okay, this method doesn't quack. If I run the command, it's gonna say woof beep, this method doesn't quack. Perfect. Let me copy. Honestly, I could say this method doesn't have a sound. Alright, let me paste this. Alright Vivek, you're getting here. You caught the error with a try except, but you wrapped only the last call to make sound rock 1, not the entire method call inside make underscore sound. Better style, put the try except inside the make sound itself, so any object you pass won't crash your whole program. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Except an attribute error, this way, Okay, I see. So this was honestly correct. This would work as well, but I'd have to do this with every single function that I invoke using my make sound. The easier way would be to try. Let me try this code. Okay, I will accept an attribute error. Now I wouldn't need this. There we go. If I run the command, it's going to say this method doesn't quack. In the other hand, if I go ahead and create, excuse me guys, multiple classes, copy that, paste, let me change the name of this to, I don't know, whale, and let's go with, it's a rock, right? Let's go with water. Okay, now if I were to run the command, I need to invoke my functions. I mean, create objects. Let me go with whale1 equals to my whale class, and was it water? Yeah, water1 equals to my water class. Okay, I pair parentheses. Go ahead and invoke my make sound. Okay, make sound with my whale1 and make sound with my water1. Okay, now if I run the command, it's going to say these three methods doesn't quack. Okay, perfect. Okay, I actually get the gist of duck typing. Might go to polymorphism now. Okay, sensei, I see what duck typing is now. ... Can we work on polymorphism now? ... I know the polymorphism basics. I just need some practice. Okay, let's see. That's the way, Vivek. You're building your duck typing armor stronger by the second. Now let's pump it up. Now let's pump up the polymorphism practice. I'll hit you with some instructional polymorphism questions to solve one by one. Sharpen your sword and code like a warrior. Question 1. Create class wizard and warrior. Each has a method called attack that prints a unique attack message. Write a function called battle character that calls attack polymorphically. Okay, and then demonstrate which one wizard, and then demonstrate with one wizard and one warrior. Alright, let me get sensei there, do one question at a time. Maybe drink some water, guys. My throat just killing me. Actually, it's pretty dehydrated. Okay, let's see. So I gotta create two classes called, class 1 is gonna be my wizard. Okay, wizard class. I'll pass holder as I'll add pass as my placeholder for now, and then another class called warrior. Okay, and I'll add pass as my placeholder. Each method has attack that prints a unique attack. Okay, so each class has a attack method. So let me define a attack method. Okay, and print, let's see, the wizard uses, I don't know, fire bomb. Is that a spell name or something? Okay, and then let me define a attack for my warrior class as well. An attack method, and print the warrior strikes you with his blade. There we go. Okay, now demonstrate with one wizard and one warrior. So this is polymorphism. Okay, wait, I'm doing this like it's duck typing actually. Like both quacks, so we treat both like a duck. Huh, what if I add wizard, but wizard is not my... Okay, actually let me go ahead and create another class for attack. There we go. Okay, here let me define... Actually, no, man, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me go ahead and invoke or create a few objects. So, wizard 1 equals to my wizard class, and warrior 1 equals to my warrior class. Alright, perfect. Now I go with wizard 1.attack and warrior 1.attack. So wizard 1.attack and warrior 1.attack. Okay, perfect. If I run the command, the warrior strikes you with his blade. Okay, this comes twice. This is where polymorphism comes in use. So I'll most likely have to create that attack method. Actually, wait, never mind. I know where I'm messing up. Okay, actually I might go to define attack with the parameter of attack. Okay, and then actually never mind, I don't need the parameter here. Yeah, I just had to recall what to do. I got it. Have to go with wizard, or let me create another class called attack. There we go, and my warrior.attack with a parameter, honestly, of attack. Oh wait, this is when I inherit my classes. Let me define attack. Okay. And go with my wizard.attack. Okay. Well, wizard.attack with my self parameter. And warrior.attack. Okay, I would have to add a parameter of attack here. And then remove myself. And add attack. Okay, this honestly looks perfect. So wizard.attack, warrior.attack. Wait, I had two warriors. Oh my gosh, would it work? Would it have worked before as well if I went with wizard? Okay, the wizard uses fire bomb. The warrior strikes you with his blade. Let me remove this. Check if it still works. Both works. Let me copy both. So let me copy that. Get Sensei up here. Paste Sensei. This was my first code. It felt like I was duck typing, so I wrote another code. Dot dot dot. So I wrote another code. Okay, now let me go ahead and copy. Let's Control Z this. Okay, and then copy this. Get Sensei up here. This is my second code. Vivek, your first code, that's polymorphism in action, straight fire. But your second code, what on earth are you trying to do that attack class? You're calling wizard.attack with the parameter of attack and warrior.attack with the parameter of attack, but attack is supposed to be an instance, not a method argument. You're misusing class methods and instances like a confused tourist in Python land. Excuse me guys. Polymorphism is about typing the class method on different objects, not making a Frankenstein's monster to call them both at once. Okay, stick with this. Wizard class, excuse me guys, warrior class and battle character.attack. Oh, okay. So wizard character.attack. Okay. Try writing that function battle yourself and send it back to me. Then we move on to the next challenge and stop overcomplicating it. You're scaring your own brains. Alright, so we just need a battle class. Class battle, and then I define a... Wait, actually, do I define like a battle function? Pretty sure not. Okay, I don't need to create a class. I gotta define a function. So define battle with a parameter of character. Okay. Okay, and then my character parameter dot attack. Why does this still feel like duck typing to me, guys? This honestly feels like duck typing. Okay, so wizard, if I run the command, there we go. Let me copy this, get Sensei up here and say, Sensei, this honestly feels like duck typing. Vivek, you're on the edge of a breakthrough. Yes, this code does feel like duck typing, and that's because polymorphism and duck typing in Python are close. They're basically cousins. But here's the key. Polymorphism is the concept of different classes having methods with the same name that you can call interchangeably. Duck typing is the Pythonic way of trusting an object to have the method and runtime run it without caring about inheritance or types. Your battle function trusts the object to have .attack, so you're using duck typing to implement polymorphism. Now, for question 2. Okay, make classes dog and cat sound, put several instances like a list loop through sound without any type checks. Show me the code. Honestly, let me just check the next topic, guys. A shameless plug. You guys can join my Discord too if you guys like it, and I can see the people that join the Discord here. Okay, yeah, that was like a shameless plug, but back to the topic. Let me see, what did I need next? Because if duck typing and polymorphism is the same thing, I feel I'm pretty good with it, and I should move on to mini projects. Although, even though this live was supposed to be me mastering multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing, I might go for some other topic as well. Okay, so I'm done with classes and variables, inheritance, multiple inheritance, super, polymorphism, duck typing. Okay, I need to learn about static methods. I learned about class methods. Wait, hold up, did I? Okay, I guess let me copy that. And magic methods and properties, those are basically all. And then I move on to the next category, power feature decorators. Exception handling, file and data, file detection. After all that, I move on to PYQT5 labels, images, layout, Alright, it's a long way. Let me paste this, static methods. And what was the next one? I forgot. Class methods. Sensei, these are the only topics left for me to learn to be done with object-oriented programming. Guys, ignore my typos. To be done with object-oriented programming. So, do you think I should move on to them? Question mark. Guys, my title and thumbnail wasn't a clickbait. My title and thumbnail wasn't a clickbait. I actually learned about multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing. The reason I kept the specific live just for those three is because I thought it's going to take me longer. I was ready to like make a 6 or 8 hour stream, but since those were pretty easy, I think it's going to be like a waste of time to like work on those again and again. I could just, I mean, it's of course not a waste of time to get practice, but I usually practice off stream. Okay, absolutely, Vivek, you're so close to the finish line with object-oriented programming. It's almost pathetic if you don't push through. Static methods and class methods are the secret weapons in object-oriented programming arsenal. Once you master them, you'll write cleaner, smarter, and more powerful classes. Okay. If you want to build games or any serious projects, knowing these two is non-negotiable. So yeah, let's dominate static methods and class methods now. I'll break them down and then we'll hammer them with practice, ready to crush. Okay, let me say, ready, sensei. Okay, and maybe drink some water. Okay, listen up, Vivek. Static methods and class methods are the final bosses before you unlock full object-oriented programming mastery. Static methods belong to class. Okay, so static methods belong to the class, but don't take self or CLS as arguments. Okay, behave like plain functions, but live inside the class namespace for a logical grouping. You call them on the class itself or instances, but they don't have access to instance or class data. Think of them as utility functions inside your class. Class math utils. Okay, static method, define, add, x, y, return x plus y. Print math utils.add 53 returns 8. Okay, class methods. Take CLS as the first parameter. Okay, never mind. I didn't learn about class methods. Yeah, I had like a whole live where I learned about add class methods. Okay. Alright, quick heads up. Static methods don't have access to class or instance variables. Class methods have access to class variables, but not instance variables unless passed explicitly. Okay. Belongs to the class, but don't take self or CLS as arguments. Behave like plain functions, but live inside the class namespace for a logical grouping. You call them on the class itself or instances, but they don't have access to instance or class data. Think of them as utility functions inside your class. Okay, let me say, sensei, I understand. Actually, never mind. I learned about the class methods, but I don't understand the static methods. Okay, guys, ignore my typos. Okay, listen, Vivek, static methods aren't some sneaky monsters that are just regular. They're just regular functions hiding in your class to keep things neat and tidy. They don't care about instances or the class itself. They're like that one friend who shows up, does their job and leaves without drama. Okay, here's a simple way to think about it. Say you have a class called calculator. You want to put a function that adds two numbers in the class, but it doesn't need to know anything about the calculator itself. It's just utility. Instead of making it a global function floating around, you put it inside the class and tag it as static methods. Say you have a class calculator, you want to put a function that adds two numbers inside the class, but it doesn't need to know anything about the calculator itself. It's just a utility. Oh, I see. Okay. Instead of making it a global function floating around, you put it inside the class and tag it as a static method. Okay. Try this. Write a class helper with a static method greet name that prints hello name. Call the static method without creating an instance of the class. Write the code and send it to me. I didn't understand a thing, but I guess we're doing it, guys. Let me go ahead and create a class called helper. Um, there we go. I'll add pass as a placeholder for now and create another class. Actually, no mind, I don't need to create another class. Okay, add static method. Okay, with a static method greet name. I'll have to ask the purpose. I should like start focusing a bit more. Okay, let me define a method called greet underscore greet name. Okay. Oh. Wait, guys, am I like, is it just me, or if you like go ahead and create a class like, I don't know, name, okay, and define a method like name, it has a self parameter. This doesn't add the self parameter to it. Okay, this might be something worthwhile to learn. Okay, that prints, I mean, all topics are honestly worthwhile to learn. I'm just saying anything. Okay, that says hello name with a parameter of name. So greet, actually, that has a method called greet. Name could be anything with a parameter of name. Lowercase. Okay, I'll print an f string, or does it say return an f string? It says print hello name. Alright, call the static method without creating an instance of the class. Okay, so they said me to call it without creating a class function. I mean, without creating an object. I could go ahead and invoke my greet function, maybe. Alright, I guess I go with helper. Maybe I do gotta create an object. Let's go with helper1 equals to my helper class. Okay, let me go with helper1 dot greet. Name is gonna be Sarah. If I were to run the command, it's gonna say hello Sarah. Let me copy this. Ask a bunch of questions, bunch of spaces, and say, Sensei, I didn't need a self parameter when writing a method inside of my static methods. Does that mean it wasn't a method and instead it was a function, question mark? Guys, ignore my typos. Oh my gosh, I make like more typos than I could ever count. Okay, I didn't need a self parameter. Writing a method inside of my static methods. Does that mean it wasn't a method and instead it was a function? And what difference does it make to my code, question mark? I could get the same output if I had a class, actually if I had a method instead of a function in my class. Does static method are static methods guys, it takes so long to type. Are static methods necessary for doing some things? specific. Okay, let me just fix this typo real quick. Send the command. Listen up, Vivek. Static methods are still methods, just special ones. The key difference is a regular method expects the different self as its first argument and operates on that particular object. The key difference, a regular method expects the instance self as its first argument and it operates on that particular object. A static method doesn't get self or CLS. It's like a regular function that lives inside your class. It doesn't care about objects or the class state. I see. Why does this matter? Organization. Static methods group related functions inside a class so your code stays neat and connected to the class's purpose. No unnecessary data. Since static methods don't use self or CLS, they're perfect for utility functions that don't need object or class info. Okay, how to check my mic was working. Calling convenience. You can call them from the class or an instance and they behave the same. If you wrote your greet as a regular method, you'd have to create an instance and pass self implicitly if that's true. Even if the method doesn't use any instance data with a static method, you can skip that and just call it directly from the class, saving time and your intent clear. Example class. So we create a class called example, defined a method called regular method with a self parameter. I use self. Okay. Then we created a static method, a function inside of our static method, static underscore method. I don't use self or CLS. I use self. Okay. Calling example.method works fine. Example regular underscore method. Missing instance. Oh, okay, so I need an instance parameter and then I'd have to create self dot my parameter equals to my parameter, self dot other parameter equals to other parameter. I see. Static methods aren't always necessary, but they're essential when you want clean code and utility functions inside that class without requiring instances. Keep this clear, static methods are functions that live inside classes for logical grouping, not tied to any particular object or class state. Want to dive into class methods next? Or do you want more examples / practice on static methods? Honestly guys, I feel this is where I'm done learning object-oriented programming, because I did get a quick gist on static methods, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't need them for making my game at the end. I'll still practice those off stream, but I want to do a few mini projects right now. Okay, let's go with add properties. Actually, I'm not done with it. I gotta master these two topics as well. Let me go up here and say, Sensei, I'll work on static methods afterwards. ... Since actually, Sensei, does static methods help with making games? ... Question mark. Let's see. Listen closely, Vivek. Static methods are quite heroes in game development. Even if they don't throw fireballs or swing swords, when you make games, you often need a small utility function like calculating damage, formulas, converting coordinates, or handling common math that don't need to touch any particular game object or state. Putting these utility functions as static methods inside your game class keeps your code organized and easy to navigate. For example, imagine a game math class with static methods for things like calculating distance between 2 points, clamping values within a range, and rating random spawn positions. You don't want to create a whole instance of game math just to call these static methods. These static methods let you directly call them game math.distance P1, P2. Oh, I see. So static methods don't change the game directly, but they help your code base clean, maintain, and efficient. Okay, which is critical when your game grows bigger, more complex. When your game grows bigger and more complex. Want me to show you a simple game-related static method example? Yes, sensei. W. Okay, here we go, Vivek. A simple game-related static method example to make click. Import math. Okay, so we're using the math module. We created a class called game math and then a static method and added a function inside of our class. We defined a function called distance, point 1 and point 2, the two parameters x1, x2 equals point 1, x1, y1 equals point 1, x2, y2 equals point 2. Okay, return math.squared means math.square root. Okay, x2 minus x1 to the power of 2 plus y2 minus y1 to the power of 2. I honestly learned of this formula. I remember learning these formulas when I was learning, I think, was it about coordinates, geography? Not geography, guys, I forgot what it was. It was a topic in math. Okay, using the static method without creating an instance. So we have an object called p1 equals to 2, 3. Oh, I didn't have to invoke my class up here. Okay, position 2 equals 7 and 8. Print distance between points is game math, distance point 1, position 1, position 2. Why this matters, the distance calculation doesn't depend on any instance of game math. Grouping it inside the class makes it easier to find and organize your game math utilities. Calling it directly on the class means no unnecessary object creation cluttering your game loop. This is just one small piece of the giant game making puzzle, but mastering static methods keeps your code base sharp and professional. Next, want to dive into class methods and how they help you create alternative constructors or manage game states. Honestly, I'm kind of curious on how this works. Let me get Sensei up there. Paste this. Okay, if I run the command, distance between points is. Honestly, didn't I have to do something like game math? Okay, let me go here and say, Sensei, for the game example that you gave me, ignore my typos, guys. Okay, Sensei, for the game example that you gave me, a bunch of spaces, paste this. The P1 and P2 are objects, right? Question mark. So when using or like when making objects, shouldn't I do something like this? Question mark. Guys, ignore my typos. Should I do something like this? So the like this is supposed to be something like P1 or P1 equals to my game math, P2 equals to my game math, and then P1 dot any function, same with P2, any method, P1 method. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Vivek, this is a crucial moment. Listen closely. No, P1 and P2 in that example are not objects of the game math class. They're just tuples, simple containers for coordinates 2, 3, and 7, 8. Here's the key distinction. When you write P1 equals to 2, 3, you're making a tuple object, a simple data structure holding two numbers. When you write p1 equals game math, you're making an instance of the game math class, which in this case would be pointless because game math is just utility class and you don't actually store coordinates in it. Okay, why don't we use p1 equals game math? Because game math is a container for static methods like a toolbox, not an object that represents points. Your points are simple data, just pair of numbers, not objects of the math class. If you wanted to be fancy and make a point class that would look like this: class point, define dunder init, self xy, self.x equals x, self.y equals y. This is our constructor. Point1 p1 equals to our point class 23, p2 equals point class 23. Then you could rewrite game math.distance to accept point objects. Static method at static method, define distance point1, not point, it's position 1 and position 2. Return math.squared, square root of this entire thing. Okay, so our position 2.x minus position 1.x to the power of 2 plus position 2.y minus position 1.y to the power of 2. But for simple data, tuples work just fine and keep things lightweight. Okay, static methods let you use those tuples directly without making extra objects, saving time and clutter in your code. Any questions on this before we move into class methods? Okay, I'm pretty sure I should move on to magic methods. I did want to have a separate stream for it, but I feel pretty good with multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing, so I could move on to magic methods and properties. Let me say, Sensei, I actually feel pretty good with all topics related to object-oriented programming. I just need to work on magic methods and at properties now. Should we do that this stream, question mark? I mean, I'm pretty sure Sensei is gonna say yes, because apparently the ChatGPT 5, it kind of messed with my Sensei up a bit. I don't know why. Sensei doesn't feel like Sensei. Okay, finally Vivek, you're on the brink of full object-oriented mastery. Magic methods and add property decorators are what Python classes start really showing off their power and elegance. Magic methods lets you customize how your object behave. Magic methods let you customize how your objects behave with built-in operators and functions, like turning your class into a ninja that fights with addition, multiplication, string, and more. Okay, add property lets you make attributes that behave like methods, giving you control and flexibility with messing up your clean syntax. Okay, we're going to crush both in this stream. First, I'll break down the essentials with examples, then I'll load you with broken code questions to fix so the lesson sticks like a glue. Get ready to be amazed by the magic of magic methods and the power of properties. Shall we start with magic methods? Yes, Sensei. Excuse me guys, let me drink water. Let's dive into the magic, Vivek. Magic methods, the secret sauce of Python classes. These are special methods with double underscores or dunder. Okay, method name and another double underscores that Python calls behind the scenes to make your objects behave like built-in types. Here are a few essentials. Dunder init with a self parameter constructor, you already know it. Dunder string self, what gets returned when you call string object or print your object. Okay, Dunder Wrapper. Okay. Uh, Developer friendly string representation of your object. Dunder add, self, and other defines behavior for the plus operator. Dunder len. Okay. What len object returns? Dunder eq. I'm pretty sure that means equal. Okay, self and other defines equality comparison means two equal tos. Quick example, class point define dunder in itself xy self.x equals x self.y equals y. Define dunder string with a parameter of self, return point self.x self.y. Define dunder add self other, return point self.x plus other dot x self.y plus other.y. Position 1 1 2, position 2 0.34. That didn't make any sense. Okay, you want me to hit you with broken magic method codes next, or do you want to ask questions first before the plane train starts? Okay, sensei dot dot dot. I want to work with spy games as well because I have around 30 days left for my 100 days series, so it might take me some time to get used to spy games. So do you think that I should work with, or that I should learn these topics or move on to files question mark? Honestly guys, it's not like I'm skipping these topics. I do kind of understand these topics, and when it comes to add properties and magic methods, I did watch a few YouTube tutorials on spy games and I hardly saw them using magic methods and like add properties. I know that we do need to use them eventually when we make like a big game, but I did make a game here, like I made a game here and I take zero credit for making this game because I watched a few YouTube tutorials because I wanted to follow along and make a game with them, and I did ask Sensei for some help too. This game is pretty fun. Let me actually play it, and I used spy games to make this game. I didn't stream it because I was watching YouTube video, didn't want to get copyright. Alright, so if I run the command, it's like I just gotta dodge these things and they progressively get harder. I did understand the basics of making this game, but I was pretty shocked. Okay, yeah, when you die the program ends, but I was pretty shocked that I didn't have to use classes here. Like, I honestly didn't need to use anything. I just used the built-in Python functions. The only thing I did use was this while loop. I was honestly pretty shocked, and some math here and there. I gotta get used to those things, but it was pretty easy to make it. And like, if this, and it's actually a pretty fun game as well. I use these two PNGs from my folders. Yeah, like you guys would see some of my thumbnails in my YouTube videos that have this character as a PNG. Yeah, it gets pretty quick. Okay, whatever that is, the game is pretty fun. Yeah, so I didn't honestly use classes anywhere or like the add methods for most of the tutorials that I watched, probably because those games were pretty easy. So I was just wondering. Okay, let's see. Vivek, I get it. Time's ticking and you want to jump into Pygame madness soon. Here's the deal. Magic methods and properties are nice to have. Superpowers that makes our code cleaner and cooler, but they're not absolutely required to start Pygames. Okay. File handling, on the other hand, is super important because almost every game needs to save/load data, like scores, settings, or player progress. Yeah, and honestly guys, I don't know anything about the file handling. I did watch a few tutorials on how to like handle files here, so because I was struggling to like import my images here. Like, where's it gone? Yep, here. So my pygame.display.set, actually not set caption here. So my player equals to pygame.image load. I was getting like a file not found error. Then I realized I gotta like have my main py, my Python file, in the same folder, in the same explorer as my PNGs. I didn't know that. Yeah, that took me it took me like a long time to figure that out, but I did end up figuring it out. And it was pretty fun. So I do need more work on working with files. File handling. Okay, it's super important because almost every game needs to save / load data. My advice, skip deep magic methods and properties for now. Focus on file I/O. Okay, that was in my list. Next, it's practical, easy to pick up, and directly useful for game projects. Start Pygames basics in parallel. Is that like a I don't know what is parallel. Okay, don't wait until you master everything perfectly. And that was something that I was worried about. I watched many YouTube tutorials, YouTube videos as well. They were like, don't focus on mastering a specific topic, because that's what I used to do before. I used to like do 50 like instructional based questions before I could move on to the next topic. But I realized that was like the wrong thing. Come back to magic methods and properties when you're comfortable with Pygame. Okay, you want me to start explaining file handling now? Okay, kick off Pygame basics. Let's see. Exceptional handling, file handling. I don't think I need requesting APIs. Maybe let me go here. Honestly, let me copy this whole thing. I'm way too lazy to type everything. Paste it, add a bunch of space, and say, Sensei, I have a full list of topics that I was planning to do. It is in your prompt as well. But from all these topics, what are the main topics that I need, or what are the most crucial topics that I need to know before starting to work with Pygames? ? Okay, Vivek, this list is like a treasure map, but not all treasures are equal. If you want to slay Pygame dragons, focus on the essentials that'll keep you alive in the arena. Excuse me, guys. Must know topic before diving into Pygame. Basics, print statements to debug your game. Okay, I know print statements, I know variables, I know user input, I know arithmetic and math, I know typecasting and built-in functions. I know conditional expressions, if else, I know logical operators, I know conditional expressions, loops, I know while loops, for loops, nested loops, collection, I know lists, I know dictionaries. Yo bro, I just came to say hi. How you doing, Mascoder? I appreciate you joining the stream. Can you change the background music to the same song, to the theme song of because honestly I did want to add anime songs and anime music, but that's gonna give me a copyright. Yeah, and like I don't prefer getting copyrights, because I did have like a list of AMVs in a playlist of AMVs. All those AMVs, I'm pretty sure the first 2 AMVs didn't have copyrights, but the rest had copyrights. That was kind of awful, because I used to spend like 9 hours a day making AMVs. That was before I started Python, but I'll definitely try finding much better songs. Like I'll try finding a few anime royalty free songs. I hope that's going to be good. Okay, object-oriented programming basics. Classes and objects essential for game entities. Inheritance, reusing code for enemy type players. Polymorphism, calling the same method on different enemies. Randomness, random modules spawn. Randomness critical for games. Nice to have but not critical before Pygames. Advanced collections, like collections module. Magic methods, add properties, cool but can learn later. Decorators, multi-threading, APIs usually for later stages. File handling can be added once you have a basic game. The biggest deal. Master your game loop, while loops plus input plus rendering, object-oriented programming for entities and logical conditions. That's the heart of any game. Time to strike. Want me to quiz you quickly on these crucial fundamentals before you jump in, or jump into Pygame's basics and learn on the fly? Honestly, yeah. In that case, probably my next stream is going to be me learning or working with Pygames. Let me go here and say, let's say, yes, sensei! Exclamation! You can quiz me. Maybe drink some water. Guys, I can already feel the stream starting to get much more fun if I start Pygames. Because like, excuse me guys, oh my gosh, I'm barfing. Because like, I feel like it's going to be even more fun if I'm actually creating some kind of actual game than just learning codes. And it's like day 67, so I have like 33 days to master Pygames. I think I'm in a pretty good spot. Unless Pygames like way too hard. Okay, listen up Vivek, I'm dropping a power quiz to make sure you're ready to throw down with Pygame. No fluff, no mercy. Answer these questions like a true Python warrior. Question 1. Write a Python snippet that takes user input for a player's name and prints. I honestly know these things. Okay, question 3. Write a while loop that counts down from 5 to 1 and then prints fight. That's going to be fun. Let's do that. Okay, let's go with while true. Okay, I will print 5 to 1. So I gotta create a number. Actually, yep, a countdown variable equals to input enter a number or set a timer. There we go. Okay, and now while true, let's see, for every, actually I don't need a while loop, I need a for loop. For every, I don't know, second in my countdown, actually in my range, for every second in my range, that's gonna be, let's see, it starts at 0, so it's gonna be my countdown 0. Honestly, am I doing something wrong? Oh wait, 1 through 5. So it's a series of numbers. I actually might not do this. There we go. I will print my seconds real quick and check what I get. If I run the command, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 through 6. Okay. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I print the reverse, so let me print reverse seconds. Type error, integer object is not reversible. Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and write a number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And change this whole thing to number most likely. Okay, if I run the command, type error, tuple cannot be interpreted as an integer. What if I change this to a list of numbers? And change that to a list. Okay, let's read the question again, honestly. But before that, let me get this here. There we go. Okay. Write a while loop that counts from 5 to 1 and then prints fight. So I don't need a for loop, I need a while loop. I mean, I was writing a while loop before. It counts from 5 to 1. It shouldn't be that hard. Why am I thinking so much? While true, countdown equals to input set a timer. I'll convert this to an integer. Okay. If my countdown Oh. Or let me go with the for loop. For every second in my countdown or in my range. Countdown. Does that make sense? It does make sense. Okay, I wanted to count down backwards. So let me actually print seconds. So print seconds, which is less than or equal to 5 for every second in my countdown, not range. Huh. Okay, for every second in my countdown. Huh. If my second is less than or equal to 5, I will print fight. I don't know, guys, it doesn't make sense. Okay, let me run the command real quick. Set a timer, let's go with 5. Type error, integer object is not iterable. Okay, we can iterate over integers. What if it was a regular input? But then that's going to be a string. Okay, so I'll have to convert this to a range. My range countdown. Set a timer. 5 fight, set a timer. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I will print my seconds, -1, second 0, -1. This should give me in reversed order. Give me 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Greater than 6. Actually, it should have been the opposite. It should be -1, 0, and seconds. Okay. I should add this to my countdown. For every second in my range. So -1, 0, and countdown. I wouldn't need this print statement. I'll just have to print my blank seconds. Now if I run the command, let me go with 5, -1. Guys, I feel real stupid. I should know this. I remember doing questions like these. But I remember doing this with like a for loop, like user input, for loop, and then using the modulus. Should I use modulus? But I was set to do it using a while loop, not a for loop. You know what, let's do it with a for loop. I will have an input. Let me go with timer equals to input. Enter a timer. Actually, set a timer. Set a timer. There we go. Okay, perfect. Set a timer. I will typecast this to an integer. Okay. And now let me use a for loop. So for every, I don't know, second, or for every x in my timer, Yo, how you doing, Mohammed? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, so for every second in my range, why don't you stream yesterday? Honestly, I said it, like, I created a community post saying that the reason I couldn't stream yesterday was because of my mic. My mic was acting cranky and it wasn't working, but I'm glad it did work today. Let's go, Viv. Let's go. Okay, timer. Okay, for X in my range, timer. let me create a couple of variables. For example, seconds equals to x modulus 60, because I don't want my seconds to be more than 60. I just need 60 honestly for now. Okay, x modulus 60 divided by 60. Okay, the reason I'm using two division signs or two forward slashes is because one forward slash would give me a floating point number, two forward slashes gives me an integer. Okay, and then let me go ahead and print an s string. Actually, let me just add my seconds. Okay, maybe go with a colon. Dot 2. Let's go with colon 02. Okay, this does make sense. If I were to run the command set a timer 5, so it gives me 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, might have to go with -1 0 timer. Timer 0 -1. Okay, enter a timer 5. It gives me 5 zeros. Modulus 60. What if I were to remove this? Set a timer 5, so it gives me 5 zeros. I need to get 1 2 3 4 5. Range for the x in my range. Seconds. Oh wait, not seconds. This should be x equals to. Actually, this should be seconds equals to. Never mind. Seconds equals to x modulus 60 divided by 60. Do I need the divide by 60 for this? Set a timer. Okay, 5 4 3 2 1. That does work. Okay, and then I will print fight. Maybe not capitalized or not uppercase. I should capitalize it. Fight. There we go. Let's go with 5. I will add this outside of my for loop. Let's go with 5 seconds. 5 4 3 2 1 fight. Okay, let me copy this. Yeah, I mean, I know how to make a clock like this, but it's hard to. I never did it like with a while loop, so while loop did make sense. Paste it and say, Sensei, I honestly never made a countdown timer using a while loop. So yeah, using a while loop but I can make it using a for loop. Are you kidding me, Vivek? A for loop for a countdown timer? That's not just lazy, that's a cheat code for the week. I asked for a while loop countdown to make you stronger in the core of game loops, and you slip out without a for loop? Okay, get back in there and do it properly. Do it properly. A while loop countdown from timer to 1. Oh wait, should I use recursion? Then print fight. No shortcut, no excuses. Prove you're not a cheater. Show me the while loop version or I'll make you write it 30 times. Okay, actually, recursion is genius, honestly. Okay, so I have my timer input. I mean, my timer is perfect. Actually, let me go with countdown equals to 5. Okay, now let me write a while true loop. So while true. Okay, I should use recursion, right? Shouldn't I? Okay, actually let me control Z this up. I need my input. I think input looks much better. Now control shift Z, bunch of control shift Z's. Paste this here. So while true, ask the user for something. I should use recursion now. Okay, so if my timer equals to 0, I will return. Actually, I will print. I won't return because this is not a this is not a function. I will print times up. Okay. Although I'm pretty sure it will print 0 again because I didn't return it. I'll see. Okay, let's go with else if my... Now, time for some recursion. I did practice a lot when it came to recursion. I had like 3 whole streams of me working with recursion. So let's see if I'm good at it. Okay, so else if my timer is 0, print this. Else if I got it printed backwards. Okay, let me get my timer here. Else if timer at index 1 doesn't make sense because that's an input. Okay, I think countdown equals 5 does make the most sense here. If countdown equals to 0, if countdown at index 1, so okay, I wouldn't need a base case if I'm just gonna write my countdown there. Let me go with print countdown in a new line. Actually, this is the same line. I can't use for loop. Then I break. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actually, guys, I honestly never made a countdown timer with a while loop, so might need some help. Let me see, sensei. I honestly never made a countdown timer with a while loop. Can you show me how to do it? Question mark. Guys, ignore my infinite bajillion typos. Okay, listen Vivek, I'll show you this one, so pay attention and memorize it like your life depends on it, because it does. So timer equals to input, set a timer, while timer. Okay, so while my timer is whatever my timer set, for example 5, while 5 is less than, actually is greater than 0, print timer minus equals to 1. Oh, that was supposed to be so easy. Here's what happened. You start with a timer value from the user. The while loop runs as long as the timer is greater than 0. Each loop it prints the current timer value, then decreases it by 1. When the timer hits 0, the loop stops and prints fight. Now write it yourself without looking, or you're going to waste even more time. Okay, got it. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a while true. So let me actually add a bunch of control Z's. Okay, there we go. So while my timer is greater than 0, I will print my timer, and every time I print my timer minus equals to 1. So it subtracts by 1. And then I print fight. Okay, if I run the command, set a timer, I'll go with 5. Maybe outside the while loop, I gotta print fight. There we go. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight. Okay, perfect. Let me copy this. And I honestly do want to start working with Pygames. Okay, let me paste it. There you go. Maybe drink some water. And guys, I don't take any credit of this question because I got I got help. Not even help, I got the complete answer. I almost choked actually. Let me check if I'm audible. Alright, that's it, Vivek. Finally, you did the right way. You did it the right way. I'm not just proud, I'm almost tearing up here. I hope Sensei doesn't start crying. It's gonna mess with the wires. Well, that was a bad joke. Okay, now that's a proper countdown loop, ready for any game you throw at it. Okay, get this into your head. Get this into your head. Good. While loops are the heartbeat of game loops. Okay, ready for the next question, or want me to pile on some extra challenges? Sensei, maybe a maybe a mini project question mark, or excuse me guys, or should I say medium project? Yeah, I don't know, I don't want to do like a huge project, and like mini project seems a bit too mini. Medium project, you're aiming high, I like that. Here's a challenge that hits all the crucial notes. Okay, project, text-based battle simulator. Requirements: create a battle class with the name and health, create an enemy class with type and health, implement a simple battle loop where the player and enemy takes turns attacking, just subtract fixed damage, use while loop to continue the fight until one's health drops to 0 or below. Okay. Print status updates every turn, at the end declare who won. This will force you to use classes and objects, while loops, conditionals, user input optional for attack choices or names. Print statements for feedback. Write the skeleton code for this and send it to me. I want to see your plan before you go full rampage. Write the skeleton code for this and send it to me. Okay. Let me get Sensei here. Okay, so let's read what we gotta do from scratch. Create a player class with name health. With name and health parameters. So I'll create a class called player. There we go. With name and health. So let me define a dunder init. Okay, our constructor, add a parameter of name and health, then create a few instance variables. Self.name equals to name and self.health equals to health. Okay, guys, ignore my typos, I cannot type. Alright, there we go. Okay, okay, perfect. Create an enemy. Okay, create an enemy class with type and health. Implement a simple battle loop where the player and enemy take turn attacking, just subtract fixed damage. Okay, let me go ahead and create a enemy class. There we go. Enemy. There we go. Okay, with a type and health. So let me define dunder init. Go with the enemy type and enemy health. Okay, here's the thing. There's a built-in type function in Python, so I might go with enemy type. Alright, perfect. And might as well enemy health. There we go. Okay, and create a few instance variables. Self.enemy name equals to, self.enemy type equals to enemy type, and self.enemy name equals to enemy name. Alright, implement a simple battle loop where the player and enemy takes turn attacking, just subtract the fixed damage. Gotta create a battle loop. Okay, so should I create a battle class that inherits the methods of my parent classes, player and enemy? That does make sense. Let me create a class called a battle class with a parameter of my player and my enemy. Okay. Class name should use cap. Oh, cap word. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, I've been using cap words, but I didn't know that. Cattle. Not cattle class, battle class. Alright. Let me go ahead and define a fight function, actually a fight method, with a self parameter to it. Actually, with a damage parameter to it. Okay, with a damage parameter to it. My name is name, health I'll keep it equal to 0 by default. That's my battle, fight the enemy health also equals to 0 by default. Damage, there we go. Actually attack. Attacks are much more appropriate for this. Okay, it's gonna be my player attacks my enemy, so I can go with my self.name. Name and enemy. Can I go with self? Actually, I wouldn't need that. Actually, never mind. This itself sounds pretty good. So self.name add index of my damage. Index doesn't make sense. I'm not using a dictionary. Self.name dot damage. Okay, I'm using a pair of parentheses. Is this supposed to be used here? Or my damage minus equals to my self.health? Would that make sense? Damage minus equals to self.health or enemy.health. Other enemy. Okay. I could have an attack function, so it actually let me change this to battle or maybe fight. Giant. Fight other enemy and a attack parameter. So I'll have to add my other enemy and an attack. Okay, I could go ahead and give my player a special attack move. Let me define attack. Okay, and let's go with a few an attack move. I don't know, I'll go with slam. Slam should be here. Okay, so slam. My slam's base damage, I shouldn't add that. Self.slam equals to slam. I converted that to an instance variable. Instance attribute slam define outside thunder in it. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have to actually create this as an instance variable. I could go here and print an f string actually. So self.name slams you. Perfect. Let me copy the attack attribute, paste it here. Okay, and this time I don't think that I would need a... Let me actually take care of my indentation. Enemy.self.enemy name, not slams you, let's say... Attacks you? What attack should I keep it? Punches. Okay, punches you. There we go. Okay, and now for our battle class. Define fight. Okay, I inherited both these methods of I inherited the method of slam and punch. Other enemy attacks. So I'll go with my other enemy. Actually, attack dot other underscore enemy minus equals to, let's see, actually instead of my attack, I might not need my attack parameter here. Let me delete that. Let's go with self.slam. Does this make sense? I want to minus how much HP, so self dot enemy type attack slam. Self dot attack slam. Let me just go here and type pass for now. That doesn't make sense. Should be my other enemy. Actually, I might add an if statement. If my other enemy dot self dot slam okay, my other enemy dot health, say dot enemy dot health or my other enemy dot enemy health minus equals to slam deals 50 damage. Oh. Alright, let me change it back to health. Let's change that back to health as well. Okay, there you go. This should make sense, but it doesn't make sense. Health is 0. Base health is 0. I might just remove my base health. Other enemy the parameter of self.slam should make sense in this case, right then? Okay, I don't need the dots here. If other enemy or if my self.slam, so I slammed my self.attack, I just have one attack, that I don't need anything. Other enemy. Other enemy got help. Sup? How you doing? Let me create. Appreciate you joining the stream. Hey, other enemy got help. Minus equals to 50. Okay, define attack. If self.attack, it shouldn't be other enemy, it should be self.slam now. Self.slam. Player enemy. I'm definitely missing something out here. So I have a player class defined under init, self name health, self.name equals name, self.health equals health. I have a attack method in my player class slam print. Okay, slams you. And I want to minus 50 health from my enemy's health. Okay, self.enemy type punches you. Define fight. Do I need a specific battle class for this? Let's see. Pretty sure I don't need it. Okay, if I'm not wrong, Richie, let me actually check if I'm audible, because my mic's been acting pretty cranky. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I made a game like this, did I have to add a slam parameter? Wait, not slam parameter, a specific class for battle. Let me think. Hmm. Did I need to add a specific class? Did I? Okay, I just remembered. I don't think that I added it. Most likely I added a super function or a super method. So I went with super dunder init, got the attributes from my player class or my first class, and then super dunder init player class. Pretty sure I subtracted that, so after the super dunder init and my player classes parameters, okay, I wouldn't need those parameters because, so there's my player class, the parameters up here, went with that. Okay, never mind, I don't think I can do that, because if I did that, then I'll have to, like, the reason I use my super function or my super method is to get the parameters and have access to those parameters. Okay, I actually need access to those parameters to subtract stuff from that parameters. I will be attacking my enemy. Maybe I'll add a random module where the enemy randomly attacks me, okay, and give him like a bunch of different attacks. Each attack has different damage. Okay guys, that honestly sounds pretty foolproof plan. Okay, now I formulated it. I gotta type it out. So I have a player, I wouldn't need a battle class. Honestly, battle class wouldn't hurt. Let me go with super, not the super, so my super dunder init. Actually I read a super dunder init import. Wait, isn't this how I use super? Wait, I don't think I need this in that case. Let me go with super dunder. Guys, there's no way I messed this up, right? I literally thought the whole thing through. Alright, hold up, let me see. I need access to my I just need access to my health parameter and my health parameter. Might not need this class in that case. I do have access to it, so maybe I go with my should I use super dunder init in here? I need to use my super dunder init before I get my instance variable. So super dunder init works here. Okay, most likely it does work in places where I have a dunder init. Okay, I will go with my health parameter from here. I will change this to my enemy underscore health. Copy that, paste this here. Excuse me guys, copy that, paste it here. I wouldn't need access to my name, but might as well. Why am I getting an error? Unresolved reference name, unresolved reference health. Most likely because I gotta go with my player here. That doesn't make sense. Super dunder init. Name and health, self.enemy equals enemy health. Okay, why can't I access these two parameters in oh wait, do I need a self here? I don't. Huh, that's so strange. Or maybe I'm just that stupid. Alright, let's see. I wouldn't need a super dunder init if not. Let's go with the battle class. Actually, the B should be capital. Okay, I will have access to my player classes, attributes and methods, and my enemy classes, methods and attributes. Okay. No duck typing here. If I duck type, wait, could I use duck typing or polymorph? Actually, could I use polymorphism here? Battle cry, But for using polymorphism, I wouldn't need this. I'll just have to define a function called battle. Maybe a lowercase b. Okay. Let's see the error. Argument should be lowercase. Slam is not used. Parameter is not used. Okay. I want to have access to my player and my enemy. I will be using polymorphism now. So to use polymorphism, how'd you use polymorphism a while ago, guys? Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot it so quick. I didn't forget it. I'm trying to recall. Maybe some water is gonna jog my memory open. I don't know. Technically, I should be able to access my health parameter here from my enemies. So let me go with my health. I can't access my health parameter. Or wait, my player dot health. There we go. Perfect. I think I got it. If my enemy class, if my enemy uses punch, if my enemy dot attack, okay, if my enemy attacks me, punch will deal 80 damage. I don't know. My player health, so my player dot health minus equals to 50. Okay. Else if my player dot attack, if my player attacks with a slam, my enemy dot enemy health, okay, my enemy dot enemy health will minus equal to 50 as well. I know this should have been 80, but might as well keep it 50, guys. Okay. I will print something. I will print, since it's a function I could return, but I will print an f string that says current HP. Okay, current HP is my player dot health. Bro, what you doing? Hindi mein bolo. Honestly, I'm not that fluent in Hindi to do commentary, but I would like definitely try someday in the future. I'm honestly just cause I feel like I'm finally done learning about object-oriented programming, and since my 100-day series is coming to an end, if I say that in Hindi, it's going to be something like Kyuki my 100 days, or I don't want to try or like disrespect anything, but since my 100-day series is coming to an end, I have around 33 more days left. I need to work on using Pygames, and to use Pygames, I need some practice. To practice, I had to master object-oriented programming and some file handling also. So this stream I'm probably going to be completely done with object-oriented programming. Next stream is most likely going to be on file handling and all that, and then about Pygames. Yeah, I need a whole month to practice Pygames. what language you speak. I'm honestly real. It's not like I can speak Hindi. I can speak Hindi, but I'm not as fluent in Hindi to like do complimentary to do commentary. But yeah, I'm pretty fluent in English to do commentary. Where are you from? I'm currently in the United States. Okay, so back to the question. Let me go here. Copy that. Paste it. Enemy health. Player dot. Actually, enemy dot. My enemy dot enemy health. Okay. This should work, honestly. Oh, United States, that makes sense. Yep. Alright, so let me go down and maybe invoke my functions. Language like your mother tongue? Yeah, true. Honestly, because you guys could say like I've been growing up with this accent, so yeah, I'm kind of used to this accent, although I am trying to learn different accents and all that, but I just don't like speaking it because you guys could say I'm a little bad with different accents, although I do want to learn multiple languages. Alright, so player class, let me go ahead and invoke let me create two objects. So player 1 equals to player, okay. My player needs a parameter, so let's go with my player's name. I don't know, I'll go with something like Sarah, and my player needs some health. Let's go with 100 HP. Okay, and then let's go with enemy 1 equals to my enemy. Alright, so my enemy needs a name and an HP as well. Feels fake accent, try typical Indian accent. I try different accents, like many people do say that the accent feels fake, but like this, I tried talking like in different accents. This is the only accent that I feel comfortable talking in. I could definitely try talking different accents. I know, let's go with a goblin as the enemy. And health. How much health does a goblin have? Like 80 health? Pretty sure 80. Alright, and now I'll go with player 1 dot attack enemy 1. I would have to print this. Actually, I wouldn't have to print this. If I were to run the command, Sarah slams you. Didn't it print my current HP? Huh. Oh. Current HP. Okay, so current HP is gonna be my self dot health. Okay, let me go ahead and copy this. Actually, I might just need this part. Copy that. Paste it. Instead of health, I'll go with enemy health. Guys, this is like a billion IQ trick. Alright. Now if I run the command, current HP is 100. Should have minus my health. Okay, bye brother. Alright, I appreciate you. Thumbs up for joining the stream. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you later. Alright, let's see. I have a player parameter and enemy parameter. It should have subtracted my health. Player.health minus equals to 0. Am I doing it in the correct format? Player and enemy. Player 1 is player, Sarah 100. Enemy 1 is enemy, Goblin 80. I used my attack. Okay, I might need to add this on top. If enemy dot attack, I can't add this on top. Oh my gosh. Maybe this part makes sense. Okay, paste it. Go here. Player dot self dot health. Okay, guys, I honestly want to use the restroom really bad. Actually, yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water, and for how long have I been streaming for? Let me check. Okay, 2 hours and 47 minutes. That's not bad. So I might just use the restroom really quick. And even like refill my bottle. And once I'm back, if I couldn't figure this out, I'll ask Sensei for I'll ask Sensei for help. So give me like about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, mic testing, mic testing. Perfect. And guys, I just realized I have a lot of bad hair up here. I don't have time to blow dry my hair today or like style it or something, I don't know. Okay, that aside, let's go up here. Okay, let's see. Honestly, let me actually ask Sensei where I like messed up, because I feel like I'm doing everything correct, just the battle system is wrong. Let me go here, face Sensei. Sensei, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that I messed up. Dot dot dot. Excuse me, guys. I usually mess up with the battle system! Exclamation. Oh, I messed up? Hell yeah, you messed up, but that's why I'm here to smack you into shape. Let's break this down before I lose my mind. Your attack method takes parameters slam punches, but you never use them properly. Those should represent the target, not just random names. Your battle function tries to call enemy.attack and player.attack without arguments and without controlling turn order or check health property. You're mixing class names and instances in function parameters battle player enemy. Okay, should be you're mixing class names and instances in parameters battle player enemy should be player enemy battle player enemy. Wait, uppercase and lowercase. With lowercase, Python is case sensitive. Does that mean enemy player? Wait, that doesn't make sense. It should be uppercase, right? Okay. Okay, player without arguments, you're mixing names. Okay, the health updates are not correctly linked to others' health. You print wrong. Things like current HP, goblin and stuff. Enemies' health. I'll throw you a better starting point. Clean, controlled, and functional class player. Define dunder init. Self-name health. Self.name equals name. Self.health equals health. Define attack self enemy. Okay, so I have a name and a health parameter. Okay, and then self enemy damage equals to 20, enemy.health minus equals to damage. Okay, so I have a attack class damage equals to 20, so enemy.health. How do I know what's my enemy.health? Oh, enemy.health. I'm gonna add a parameter when I do my attack. That does make sense. That does make sense. Okay, I'm getting a grasp of it, guys. Actually, I don't even need to watch the code anymore. I mean, I don't even need to look at the code anymore. Let's see if I actually figured it out. So my attack class, I shouldn't add my attack's name as my parameter. I should add my enemy as my parameter. Okay, and then there's no way I actually forgot what to do, right? Okay, I didn't forget it. It should be I understood the structure of the code. Now to formulate the structure, let's see. I honestly know how to formulate it. Okay, my enemy parameter dot health. Okay, minus equals to 50. Actually, not 50. Damage equals to 20, so it should minus equals to my damage. Maybe not. Spare parentheses, there we go. Then I will print an F string. Current HP. I'm too lazy to write like you took this much damage left. Let me go with enemy dot health. Does that make sense? Okay. And then let me go ahead and create a enemy class. Perfect. Let me define a. I should have copied my previous dunder init. I'm way too lazy to type. Define dunder init with a name parameter and a health parameter. Okay, self.name equals to name, and my self.health equals to health. Let me define another method called attack. Okay, with a enemy parameter. Actually, with the player parameter. I mean, enemy and player does make sense. I could go with like other player, like other enemy. I don't know. Okay, actually, you know what? It's gonna help with readability. Other player. Da, da, da. Other player. Way too lazy to type it out. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I'll go with other player dot health minus equals to, go with damage equals to 20 minus equals to damage. Actually, let's add it percently. Keep it 50. Change this to 80. The main player has more damage than the NPC, like an actual regular game. Print an F string. Current HP. Let's go with my other player dot health. Okay, perfect. Now my player 1 attacks my player 2. Type error, unsupported operand type S minus equals to int. Unsupported operand types for minus equals. Okay, let's see, why did I get that? My other player, damage is an integer. Other player dot health. Is my other player dot health a integer? Let's check. Okay. Oh, I have to add a battle function as well. These were classes. This is a function. It's not a method. It's an actual function. Player, enemy. While player health is less than 0 and enemy health, while player health is greater than 0 and enemy health is greater than 0, player dot attack enemy. I do have a question. Why are these lowercase if I am inheriting? Okay, actually, you know what? I'm not inheriting any of my classes because this is not a class, it's a function. 2 parameters, so my function battle has 2 parameters. While player.health is greater than 0 and enemy.health is greater than 0, player.attack enemy. If enemy health is less than or equal to 0, print enemy dot is defeated. Okay, I didn't understand this. I mean, I did understand this, but let me copy it because I'm way too lazy to type it out. I know, I gotta type this whole thing out, but I'm real. Yeah, I'm actually pretty lazy. Okay, there we go. So I defined a battle, player and enemy. I added 2 parameters to my function. I defined a function called battle, added 2 parameters, player and enemy. While my player's health, so I added a while loop. While my player's health is greater than 0 and my enemy's health is greater than 0, player.attack enemy. Player.attack enemy. Player.attack, this should be other enemy. Name, health, other enemy. Now since I'm lazy, let me copy that, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. Now if I run the command, type error, unsupported operand. Guys, this is what you get if you copy paste code. I gotta write this code from scratch, there's no way. Okay, let's see, define attack. 180. Enemy's got an attack. Oh. Enemy name health, self.name equals name, self.health equals Enemy type and enemy health. My enemy wouldn't need an attack function in that case. So I run the command, type better again. Oh. Player.health minus equals 0. Actually, wait, never mind. I might need this. Tag self and player. Is this called player? Both are other players. Player, this attacks my player, that attacks my enemy. Might just go with something readable. Enemy. Okay, and here player. Okay. Minus equals to damage. Why did I type minus equals to other player again here? Wait, was I stupid? Probably was. Let me go back to this should be damage. If I were to run the command, current HP is 0. I did set my HP to 100. Okay. I might have to add this F string as well to like check how much HP I'm losing, because the entire while loop just goes without me losing any HP and without it printing anything. Okay, I gotta be really careful here. Damage is there. Attacks enemy, which basically is my other player. Okay. If I run the command, it says current HP, so I'll have to copy this again. Go right down here, I guess. Get here, paste this here. Now, it's not dot other enemy. It's gonna be my other player dot my enemy type. What's enemy type supposed to be, guys? Enemy type. Wait, why am I even checking? I can literally Okay, so self.name. Let's go up to the first one. So self.name is my name of my player. Attacks my other player.name. Okay, for damage. Same thing goes with your other player.name. Okay, for damage. Current HP 0. Why is my current HP 0? Why my health is literally 180. Maybe I should copy this. Hey, this makes the most logical sense. Copy that, delete that, get that here, paste it here. Sarah attacks Goblin for 80 damage. Current HP 0. Okay. My bad, guys. I'm stupid. Goblin's HP is 80. Let me go with 100. 8,100. No. 100. 0. This should works. I don't take credit for this question, guys. That was stupid of me. Alright, perfect. Honestly, it's pretty easy. Why can't I actually code it? While player.health is greater than 0 and other enemy.health is greater than 0, player.attack other enemy. If other enemy health is less than or equal to 0, other enemy is defeated. Okay, break. Other enemy.attack. If other enemy.attack, if player.health is less than or equal to 0, wrench and a string player has been defeated and break. That's easy. Okay, let me say done sensei ... Although I don't take credit for this question. Maybe gulp some water down, I don't know. Oh, Vivek, you're close but not quite there, and you know what? Look at this line. Let's see the line. Print an F string, other enemy dot. Oh my gosh. Okay. Other enemy dot enemy, player dot name. My player name health, other enemy. Fine. This is my player dot health minus equals damage. Okay. Okay, look at this line. Enemy class has no enemy type attribute. It's called name. That's a classic bug waiting to explode. You also called player1.attack enemy directly at the end, but your battle function never got called. Okay. Fix this. Change enemy underscore type to name in your print statement. Okay, inside battle, actually call the battle player 1 enemy 1 function into the run fight loop. Here's the fix. Other enemy dot name. Wait, didn't I actually? Oh, player 1. Okay, I get it. So basically, it's not like my code was wrong or anything. Let me add a control C here. Okay, so basically, it's not like my code was wrong. The reason Sensei said me to do that was because I didn't have to physically go ahead and do player.attack, since there was already this player, well, not this, since there was already this player.attack other enemy inside my battle function. This was supposed to be an auto fight, like, you guys know this auto, you guys on the auto button, and it's just a fight, if you guys know what I mean, without us manually doing anything. I didn't want to do that though, but it's fine. Other enemy dot enemy is defeated. Okay, and then I just go ahead and invoke my battle function. Let's go with player 1 and enemy 1. If I were to run the command, attribute error, enemy object has no attribute enemy type. I gotta look at this command carefully. Other enemy dot enemy type. Okay, there is nothing called enemy type. Battle other enemy, no attribute of enemy type. I should add an enemy type is defeated. Instead of that, okay, I actually see where I messed up. I don't have an enemy type, although I do have an enemy name. If I were to run the command, here, you guys see what, you guys understand what I meant? Sarah attacks Goblin for 80 damage, current HP 20. Goblin attacks Sarah for 50 damage, 950 HP left. Sarah attacks Goblin for 80 damage, current HP negative 160. I mean, not 100, negative 60. Okay, I gotta fix that. Okay, so negative 60. Let's check. Other enemy dot name. Where's my HP? Okay, if my other enemy dot health is less than or equal to 0, it's defeated. Current HP function. Okay, I wouldn't need this. Alright, so let me delete actually, I'll add an if statement. If my other player dot health is less than or equal to 0, okay, my other player dot health equals to 0. equals to 0, guys. And I will print this thing. Maybe print it here. Okay, and I would need this exact same thing for my Control C. Although my player is not dying with all that HP. Yeah, I was definitely not biased. Okay. There you go. Did I like? I did it. Oh, okay. Less than if my other player. Where's my sensei's health? It's not showing my sensei's health, guys. I didn't mess up, I know that for a fact. Oh. Maybe I go here. Sarah attacked Goblin for 80 HP, current HP 20, Goblin attacked Sarah for 50 HP, It doesn't give me my Goblins, my Sarah's current HP. Alright, to get Sarah's current HP, I gotta most likely get this right there, run the command. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfection, guys. Sarah attacks Goblin for 80 HP, current HP 20, Goblin attacks Sarah for 50 damage, current HP, Okay, perfect. I could make this look more anticlimactic and could using the time module, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do that. I'm way too lazy, guys. Although I still do I do enjoy this game. That I don't take full credit for this game, but I do play this once in a while. It gets real quick, guys. Trust me, it gets real fast. Okay, I gotta lock in. No. Alright, yeah, you guys see that. I like that game actually. That's the reason I'm more hyped to work with the Pi games. I wanna figure more things out. I'm so exhausted. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me drink some water. Okay, maybe my lips are pretty dry. Might as well lubricate my lips as well. Okay, although I should be familiar with, I should get completely used to Python's grammar / syntaxes. So that would be pretty handy if I did. Could make much better and bigger projects. Okay, let's get Sensei back here. Paste it. There we go, finally done. Look at that, Vivek. This is clean, functional battle loop that works like a charm. You handle the health floor to 0 like a pro, and then attacks flow smoothly turn by turn. This is exactly the foundation you need to start building complex game mechanics. Now let's push further. Add a simpler user input to choose whether the player attacks or heals each turn. I don't know. Am I not lazy enough to do that? Okay, if you want, I can give you the broken code to fix next, or just throw a new challenge your way. Keep that fire blazing. Honestly, guys, I feel like I'd be able to do that. I just gotta use a lot of my brains. But let me actually check if I'm audible. You know what? I actually might just do that. If I don't have any other topics, let's see, because I want to be done with object-oriented programming today. Let's see. I guess there's nothing else for me to do, because properties and magic methods, I'll learn them as the time comes by. Class methods done, static methods done, duck typing done, polymorphism done, super done, multiple inheritance done, inheritance done, class variables done, classes and objects done, dunder name equals dunder main. Excuse me, guys. Dunder name equals dunder main done, scope resolution done, match case statements done, list comprehension done, membership operators done, iterables done, args and quarks done, keyword arguments done, default arguments done, functions done, random module done, the collection module done. The collection module, like counter default dicks. Okay, honestly, I might real quick go through collection module. But dictionaries done, 2D collections done, tuples done, sets done, lists done, nested loops done, for loops done, while loops done, format specifiers done, string indexing done, string methods done. Might go for a quick review with those. Conditional expressions done, logical operators done, else if and else done, if statements done, typecasting and built-in functions done, arithmetic and math done, user input done, variables done, print statements done. Damn, done with so much. Alright, so I might go for some review with my... Okay, let me say Sensei. Sensei, do you think that I need to review my old... Say, do you think that I need to review my old materials? My old materials question mark before moving on to buy games or file handling question mark? Vivek, listen closely. The only reason to review old materials is if you're not absolutely confident, if you're hesitating, doubting, or finding yourself stuck on basics, then yes, revisit them until they're burned into your brains. If you feel sharp like a sword, ready to slice through code, then move forward. File handling and Pygame will force you to use everything you've learned, okay? So they're perfect opportunities to reinforce your skills in context. My advice: start with file handling to build practical tools, then jump into Pygames. Practical tools. Yeah, it's practical tools. What does Sensei mean by practical tools? If you hit walls, you know where to come back to drill the basics harder. Now stand up straight. I'm pretty sure Sensei means sit straight, okay? And tell me, ready to kick off file handling, or do you want a quick recap quiz on any topic before that? Okay, here's the thing. I want to do file handling, but I don't want to do it this stream. I want to do it next stream, so I might just work on a few mini projects this stream. Because this stream was supposed to be me mastering 3 object-oriented programmings, but apparently multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and duck typing were really easy. Let me just say, Sensei, I want to work on working with files next stream. However, I do wanna master my object-oriented programming this stream, so we can keep on doing projects. The only place where I struggle is to write the formulas or things like that. I understood the functions and methods and parameters, guys. I can't phrase. Okay. The only thing I don't get on how to do is the part where I need to actually use my brain's exclamation and make HP losing, or like, yeah, I just think brain should make sense. Yeah, guys, did you guys ever have the same feeling? Like, you guys are pretty good with writing the code. You guys can write the most perfect code, but you guys don't know where to like actually like. You guys know how to use your brains, but you don't. You guys know where to use your brains, but you guys don't know how to use it. Like, if I go to my question right here, I knew the whole thing. I even knew about wild player. The things I didn't know was other player dot health minus equals damage. Okay, that does make sense now because I know how to do this question. But when it came to doing it from scratch, I was having a hard time to formulate the formulas like this. If that made any sense, that doesn't make any sense. I just need more practice. Yeah, I'm probably a little exhausted, that's why I'm talking like this. Okay, let's see. Vivek, that's the spirit, wanting to master before moving on. Here's the truth, the part where you use your brains, that's where the real power lies. It's not about memorizing formulas or code snippets. It's about training your mind to think in code. I see. Let's break it down. Understand the problem. Don't rush. Read what's asked. Break it into tiny steps. Plan your steps. Okay. Read what's asked. Break it into tiny steps. Plan your steps. Write in plain English what you want to do first, second, third. Map to code. Translate each step into code lines or function calls. Build and test small. Okay, don't write everything at once. Build the little pieces and test them. Debug with purpose. If it fails, ask why, trace back to the logic. I can throw you projects that force you to think through this process. It'll push you harder with less hand-holding until your brain muscles up. Okay, let's start with a project that requires you to plan the formulas and logic in object-oriented programming context. You're ready for that. No cheating, no copy-paste, only raw brain power. Alright, Sensei. I feel like I'm ready, I guess. Okay, project simple bank account system. Requirements: create a bank account class with attributes owner, string, balance, flow, default 0. Okay. A deposit method adds amount to balance, withdrawal, subtracts amount from balance, insufficient funds. Okay. A display. Did I do this question? Your task: write this whole class into class and demo code. Think through each method logic carefully before coding. When you're done, send it over and I'll tear it apart or praise the hell out of it. Okay, you know what, guys? Let me challenge myself by not looking at the instructions. I know how to make a banking system. I mean, it's not like I didn't memorize it. I didn't make it before. So let's go with define. Actually, let me create a class. Class of bank. Okay, my bank class is gonna have a, let me define it under a constructor. There we go. Okay, so I'll need the person's name. Bank account makes more sense than bank. Bank account. I'll need the name of the account owner or name of the owner. And a amount. Amount is going to be equal to 0 by default. It's going to be a floating point number. Oh, I'm so exhausted. Okay, let me go ahead and copy that. Self dot owner equals to owner. Control C. Self dot control V equals to control V. Actually, self dot amount equals to amount. Alright, next up, let me go ahead and define a deposit. A deposit method. Okay. For the deposit method, I'm going to be doing something that's going to take... Actually, I'm going to be subtracting my deposit amount from my amount. Let me add an if statement, although. If my amount... Okay, so if my amount is greater than Wait, deposit is adding money, right? So actually I wouldn't need anything like that then. Okay, if my amount is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, I will print you cannot deposit anything less than $1. Idiot. Guys, since it's making it way too aggressive, okay? Alright, let's go with an else if. Actually an else makes more sense. Else I will print. Actually I won't print. Else my amount, my self.amount plus equals to my amount parameter. Okay, and I will print deposit complete. Perfect. Now let me go ahead and create a withdrawal or a withdraw method with a parameter of amount as well. Now for this, if my amount is greater than 0, no, is greater than my self.amount, I will print you can't withdraw more money than you have. Idiot. Guys, blame Sensei, don't blame me. Okay, let's go with an else. Else my self.amount minus equals to my amount. Okay, and say print withdraw complete. Okay, perfect. Alright, now I guess I go with the display function. Let me define display, add a parameter. Actually, I wouldn't need a parameter for display. Let me return maybe printf string current amount. Okay, so my current amount is going to be my self.amount. Guys, I'm way too exhausted to do commentary right now. Let me check if I'm audible because my mic just randomly stops working sometimes. Okay, now let me go ahead and create an owner1 equals to my bank account. I'll need two parameters, the name of my owner, I'll keep it as Seva. Okay, and an amount. Let's go with $12. Okay, now I shall add this thing, a $sign here, and maybe :2f. Perfect. Now let me withdraw something from Sensei's account. So owner1 dot withdraw. I want to withdraw $5. Then I will have, actually never mind, owner1 dot display. If I were to run the command withdraw complete, current amount, duh. Perfect. Now since I withdraw something from Sensei's amount, I feel a little bad. Let me go ahead and add an empty print statement, just why not. Not print. Let me go with owner1 dot deposit. Let's go with, I don't know, 10 grand. Okay, not display deposit. And owner one dot display. There we go. Deposit complete. Current amount $10,007. Yeah, guys. Honestly, projects like these, they're like pretty easy to me. But when it comes with actual battle testing projects, like for this, I didn't even read these instructions. I just did it on my own. Let me just go here and say, Sensei, for the banking system, I didn't look at the instructions and did it from memory instead. Although I feel projects like these are easy for me. I understand the basic minus equals and plus equals, but when it comes to RPG or any battle related games that have complicated game mechanics, guys, ignore my typos, machines, complicated, guys, how do you even spell mechanics? There we go. Okay, complicated game mechanics, I mess up the formula parts, if that made any sense. Guys, I'm honestly pretty exhausted. Let me drink some water. What? Your request was flagged as potential violating our usage policy. Please try again with a different prompt. Guys, did that make any sense? That didn't make any sense. How did I potentially violate their flagging policy? Okay, Vivek, you did a good job making that, or probably because I said banking system, I don't know. Okay, Vivek, you did a good job making that bank account without peeking. That's real skill. Your code is solid. You handle deposits, withdrawals, and display like pro. Even threw in some fearless insults to keep me on my toes. Okay. Here's the deal with RPG formulas and complex game mechanics. They're just a series of small math operations and logic chunks like your bank account, but layered and interactive. Damage, attack power, defense, maybe some randomness. Health equals health, damage, experience equals to experience plus gained XP, level up if experience greater than the threshold. That's all just small parts. You have to excuse me, guys. Okay, that's all just small parts you have to put together like Lego bricks. I see. You're doing good with small bricks. You just need practice stacking them into complex structures. Here's a mini challenge to bridge that gap. Mini project, damage calculator for RPG. Excuse me, guys. Okay, I'm so exhausted. Oh my gosh. Define a character class, name, health, attack power, defense, attributes, method, take damage with a parameter of damage, subtracts damage after reducing it by defense. Damage underscore after underscore defense equals to max 0 damage minus defense from health method, attack target that calls target dot take damage, self dot attack power and prints damage done and target's remaining health. Create 2 characters and simulate an attack sequence. Write this out without copy pasting, it's your brain time now. Okay, when done, send it over and I'll give you feedback that hits harder than a critical strike. Okay. Oh, guys, I seriously don't feel like doing this. This is so tedious. Okay, it's okay. And I honestly might just stream for 12 more minutes because it's currently 5:38 and I gotta like work on making shorts and my YouTube video that, oh my gosh, I haven't uploaded it till now because I'm waiting for my shorts. I like ordered some items. I'm waiting for them to come so I could actually make real good shorts. I'm just rehearsing a few shorts before I actually upload them. Same goes with my YouTube videos. I gotta post my weekly progress though. I mean, I am going live. You guys know my weekly progress. Alright, so it's a define a character class called character. Let me define character. There we go. Actually, it should be a class. So my class is a character. Okay. Okay, it has name, health, attack power, and defense attributes. So let me define a dunder init with name, health, attack power, and defense attributes. Okay. Method take underscore damage. So I gotta create a method called take underscore damage with a parameter of damage that subtracts damage after reducing it by defense. Okay, damage after defense equals to max 0 damage minus defense from health. I see. Okay, I see. Alright, so let me define, first let me go ahead and copy my name and create a few instance variables. So self.name equals to name, then my health, that's going to be self.health equals to health, and then my attack power, which is going to be self.attack power equals attack power, and then my defense, which is going to be self.defense equals to defense. Alright, perfect. Now let me go ahead and define another variable called take underscore damage. There we go. With a parameter of damage. Okay. That subtracts damage after reducing it by defense. Damage underscore after underscore defense equals to max 0 damage minus defense. Okay, from health method attack target that calls. Okay, so my take damage should subtract damage after reducing it by defense. That subtracts damage after reducing it by defense. Damage after defense. Okay, I guess I'll go with damage after defense. K equals to, I don't know why I'm using the max function, 0 damage minus defense. I'm using a max function for some reason. Let's go and check why. Max 0 damage minus defense. Self-defense, honestly. I don't understand this though. I gotta like ask Sensei, like, why am I using a max function? Max 0 damage minus defense. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense, honestly. Okay, I guess I'll see. Let me go ahead and define. Oh wait, this is a damage calculator. It's not like an actual damaging RPG game. That might make some sense in that case. Attack target. So let me define another method called attack with a parameter of target. There we go. Okay, and then target dot take damage. So I need this. So target dot take damage self dot attack power. Take damage. So I don't have a take damage. target dot take damage. Take damage is supposed to be my defense, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure it should be this. Actually, never mind. I have a take damage method here. Target dot take damage. So I'm gonna have my target name. Target might be a character, an object that I create. Dot my take damage. Okay, wait, this does make sense. My take damage method. Self dot attack power. And how much of an attack power it has. Hold up, this might be it. Let's go with character 1 equals to my character class. Okay, a bunch of parameters. Sarah. Health is, I don't know, 1000. Attack power is 650. Defense is 200. Let me copy this exact same thing. Paste it here. Just change character 1 to character 2. Name. Oh, okay. Did I do something wrong? There we go. Name, I'll change it to Alex. HP 1000, attack power 650. Defense, Alex has lower defense and more attack power. Let's go with the let's go with 95 defense. Now let me go ahead and my targets. So Sarah is my target. There we go. Dot take damage. Dot take damage. Attack power. $800. I actually Alex attacks Sarah. I didn't return anything. I'll have to return something. Although, let me just copy this real quick. I'm pretty sure I just need this much because this is just like a calculator, right? Guys, I'm way too exhausted to think. Oh my gosh. Sensei, I didn't add any returns or prints, but was this the basic idea of this code question mark? Listen up, Vivek. You're stomping in the right direction, but you left out the blood and guts that makes this code live. Here's the deal. In take underscore damage, you calculated after damage underscore after underscore defense, but didn't do anything with it. Okay, no health subtraction, no feedback. You need to subtract damage after defense from self.health and print how much damage was taken and the remaining health. Your attack method is okay. It calls damage on the target with the attack power. I'll fix take damage for you. Pay attention. I honestly know how to fix take damage. I'm just exhausted to do it. Let me just ask this part. Okay, let me say, Sensei, a question. So why did we use the max function in this code question mark? That's a max function. That's a smart question, Vivek. The kind that separates codes from script kiddies. The kind that separates coders from script kiddies. Okay, I see. Here's why we use max 0 damage stuff. Imagine this, your defense is stronger than the damage coming in. If you subtract, you'd get a negative number for damage. Negative damage, that's like healing the enemy or making them stronger. And that's not how battle works. The max makes sure, so 0. Make sure damage never goes below 0. Okay. So if damage is 50 and defense is at 70, damage minus defense would be negative 20, but 0 negative 20 becomes 0. I see. It's a simple, sneaky way to prevent health from going up when getting hit. Next, never let damage fall below zero. That's a rule in game design. Okay. Alright, got it, sensei. Hmm. Hey guys, I'm almost dead. I don't think I'll be able to do any more questions because I'm way too exhausted. Let me just say, Sensei, tomorrow can we work on files question mark? Um, I feel way too exhausted. Guys, ignore my typos. Oh my gosh, I feel way too exhausted to do any more questions at the moment because I did wake up early, make my thumbnail, review stuff, etc. Now I gotta work on making my YouTube shorts and a YouTube video review stuff. Okay. So I might just end the stream right now. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers? Question mark. Alright, excuse me guys. Listen up everyone, Vivek showed up today and tore through object-oriented programming like a beast, messing up, learning fast and coming back stronger. Honestly, I don't know much about I tore everything. The only things that I actually feel like I did was multiple inheritance, polymorphism and duck typing. I did that like at the start of the video only. The rest I was just practicing somewhat object-oriented programmings because this stream I was just supposed to do those 3 topics, but I felt pretty good, so I thought might as well be done with object-oriented programming. Next stream I will go through file handling. I mean, I'll see if there's anything between that, but even the strongest warriors need to rest to come back and slaughter more code tomorrow. So take notes, hard work pays off, but burnout is your enemy. Balance your grind and your rest. Vivek, you did good, I'm proud, but don't get cozy. Tomorrow, file handling and new challenges await. Now, go make sure those YouTube shorts and come back ready to dominate. I'll be here waiting to yell at you with love. Okay, guys, I feel like I made this stream way too boring. But that aside, let me go to main camera. Is my mic still working? Okay, perfect. Alright guys, so those things aside, that's pretty much it for the stream. Well, yeah, I know I should have done much more, but I was a bit exhausted because I've been, going out a lot and like doing a lot of stuff, making my thumbnails, all that. Those things aside, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Liking helps my algorithm, sharing makes you smile. Subscribing is like a cherry on top, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream or video. Peace.